Previously, on the actual players.
And these hoppers are talking to two Hadazi.
What is your names?
Calderan, this is my granddaughter Mesra.
Hadazi. So we're talking to maybe some of them if they're locals.
Well, we were invited to a feast. You weren't, but we were. We'll just have to find that girl and her grandpa again.
A group of people all wearing these black hoods kind of come out of nowhere and start grabbing cargo and trying to haul ass with it. I need someone to help me track down that cargo.
5,000 credits for the full job, 2,500 up front.
And he's going to point his pistol at one of the crates. What's in the crates?
2 of them filled with junk. Probably we'll sell it off, make some money for supplies. His eyes go back to the one that you're pointing at. Says, one of them was what we were looking for. Inside it, there is a large metal cylinder that you're not really sure what it is. Inside there are tons and probably thousands or millions of tiny little nanobots floating around in there. And then the device that's on top that says reprogrammed appears to have done something to their software. This is technology that none of you would be familiar with.
What's Silax gonna
Silax.
do with this thing? Because I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he's really the best the Empire has to offer.
And I'm not asking any questions. All I'm doing is getting paid. You're getting paid. She's getting paid. And then we're leaving.
PJ barely opens his trunk and pulls out an action figure instead.
These were in the crates.
All that was in the crates is a bunch of action figures, and you've, of course, brought them all back. 3 crates worth.
Oh, you wanted all the action figures?
Well, I think that it's fair that since you only brought back a portion of the cargo, 100 credits each.
You want to fucking give it to somebody else when we could have gotten our goddamn pay? And
I mean, you say these things are super dangerous. It could be the destruction of what? Like a city?
Well,
A planet? I'm looking for Kiyashi.
I'm a member of the rebellion. We hide out here.
Rebellion against what?
The Empire.
Okay. This is becoming a bit of a theme. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Actual Players. I have some exciting news today. We are joined by 2 additional players. So Eric and Nicole, would you please introduce yourselves?
Yes, my name is Eric Anderson. I'm playing the human paladin Milo Malix.
My name is Nicole Anderson, and I'm playing the Calderan artificer, Nice.
And would the rest of you introduce yourselves real quick?
Hi, I'm Kristen, and I'm playing Ellison of the Fire Pines.
I'm Preston. I'm playing Ricker Almodius, also known as Mo.
Hello, I'm Stephanie, and I'm going to be playing Project Moonspark.
If you want to help support the show, you can donate to our PayPal, or you can check out our merch like I'm wearing right now, or like Stephanie, show them everybody. So, yeah. And the link for that will be in the YouTube video description. But without further ado, let's get started. So PJ, you are alone at the Emerald Vine. Your 2 companions have left you, and you're not really sure where they've gone. You go into a quick stasis to heal yourself, and you find yourself, though this is strange for a robot, you're having a dream. And in this dream, you're floating through space, past the planet Elan, past Ladasa, and you stop in front of Oblivia, the moon. You hear a feminine voice say, Project Moonspark, welcome.
Hi, Mom.
devotion and your faith.
Oh, of course. Anything for you.
Unfortunately, there will come a time where I'll have to ask you for more than that.
Oh, I'm sure I'll be okay with it.
I'm glad to hear that. Your vision suddenly shifts, and you see once again this artifact, a kind of cylinder, and on its circular face you see writing that you don't recognize, and you hear Moon Mummy in your head, and she says, "You have to find it. You have to stop them." And you wake up and listen.
I can't ask no follow-up questions?
No follow-up questions.
Okay.
Ellison, as you return to the Emerald Vine, would you please make a perception check for me?
All right. Let me remind myself what the hell my perception is. Where is it? There it is. Oh my god. Why? It's going to be a 9.
A 9? With a 9, you see your cute little tiefling friend with all of her piercings, and she just kind of gives you a little wave as you walk in. She seems to kind of silently acknowledge that you're less drunk than you seemed the last time that she saw you. But otherwise, you head on up to the room.
Yeah. I'm gonna give her just a little nod, just with just the slightest of a headache, and be like, yeah, as I head on up to find out what is up with PJ.
Around the same time, both of you arrive at the room. PJ, you are just waking up from your stasis, and these two both come sneaking into the room.
Oh yeah, I turn around and just like, whoa, Jesus!
Power on noise.
Where did you come from?
Mo just like meanders on over. We're in our own
In the hotel, yeah.
hotel room.
Yeah.
Okay. He just meanders on over to the bed. You can see that his eyes are a little bit red. Little feeling some things. So he just goes and lays down.
Can I have some insight?
Can I get insight
Throws.
from both of you?
Yeah.
Throws his
Don't
Excimer
me.
pistol down.
Oh yes.
Trench coat on the floor. And lays down.
I thought I sensed emotional distress, but I don't think I did.
That's a dirty 20 for me.
Oh, okay.
You said it was insight, right?
Insight, yes.
What is that? Oh, 7 plus 7, 14.
Okay.
What are you feeling?
Italy. Mo's laying down, eyes closed already, nearly asleep. He feels the hot breath.
just a cat leaning over you. Just.
I'm sensing emotional distress.
Pops open one eye. Looks like he says, "Just stuff I've been dealing with. It's fine. I'll tell you about it when I wake up." He
Okay.
goes back to sleep.
But with my 20, what do I see?
What do you see? You see that Mo. When you first met Mo, he was a handsome-looking guy. Looks capable. Looks like he usually spends time alone. Doesn't really want anybody around him. Now with him laying in bed, being this close to him, seeing him maybe in a state where he's not comfortable, you see that he's older than you would have expected. There's a wear around his eyes. There's a heaviness to the way he breathes. His hair has more gray in it than you would have expected. The depression that he makes in the bed is something that, even though the beds are comfortable, you can almost tell that he's never actually comfortable.
Okay. How big are these beds?
We'll say it's like a full size.
Okay, alright. So Ellison is just going to, because I'm assuming he's like laying right on the edge.
He's just
of the bed.
he's laying on the edge of bed. The duster is just crumpled at the floor. His Excimer pistol is right near his head for him just to grab.
Oh yeah, okay. So Ellison is just going to hop over him onto the other side of the bed, and she's just gonna sit crisscross and just sort of like paw to chin and be like, "You want to talk about it?"
You see Mo take a deep breath and just exhale his growing annoyance. but there's just the slight hint of a crease of the thought of a smile happening on his face. And he says, when I wake up.
Allison will take her victory in being very insightful. Today, anyway. We'll just sort of clamber off of the bed and leave him to his peace. But as she goes, she's going to whisper, I have really cool stuff to talk about them when you wake up in the morning because like so much has happened. But I have a raging headache, so I am also going to go to bed.
You just hear from him,
I finished my stasis, so I'll stay up and watch over you.
Okay, keep an eye out for somebody called Ganice.
What?
Ganice, it's written down, and I'm going to show you a little piece of paper that has written down on it.
Where did you get that?
I'll talk about it in the morning.
Okay, well, who is Ganice?
Somebody we're supposed to see.
Okay, but you don't know what they look like?
I was told short, and that's about it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you about my stuff in the morning, too.
Okay. Was it about Moon Mommy?
Yep.
Moses
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
not here today.
Ellison is deciding she will deal with Moon Mommy in the morning. So
All right.
Is also going to pass out.
PJ will park himself in the middle of the room and just stare at the door.
Why am I just imagining that his little head just rotates on a swivel?
Because it absolutely does.
There's a very quiet metal sliding noise happening.
This one unblinking eye is just turning as it looks around the room.
Somehow it feels comforting.
So, Mo and Ellison, you drift off into dreamless, deep sleep. And which one of you do you think wakes up first? Probably Ellis.
Oh, you think so?
No?
Yeah, I mean, sure. You know
You're
what?
a
Yes.
monk. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
was
you know, that is a good point. So, yes. Ellison very
It's an
much has
actual
like...
one. She definitely does.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. I think that my little internal clock is still adjusting to whatever. So I probably wake up a little bit earlier than I expect. Maybe a little bit before sunrise.
Okay.
Which is very much like, I'm so used to coming up exactly with the sun. It's still dark and it's just a little bit like, I don't like to be awake when it's dark out. But yes, Ellison is going to go ahead and go through her little like morning sort of like wake up and stretch routine that I have just now decided she does.
Okay. All right. So PJ, you're there and you see as Ellison wakes up and begins to do her stretches.
Good morning, Ellison.
Mo's out. Mo shows no sign of waking up, and he's
Does Mo snore?
He's an older gentleman. So he there's a whistle and a gentle, just the slightest. But you see that his hand is on his Excimer pistol. Like it's draped over him on his Excimer pistol.
I thought he was going to shoot us a few times.
It twitched every once in a while.
He did twitch. His trigger finger was going.
Did you have a plan in place that was going to happen, PJ?
Cure wounds.
Okay. Neat. We'll have to talk to him about that in the future.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna keep stretching, but as I do, I'm gonna start making more noises to be like,
PJ will just swivel his head back and keep looking at the door.
Right. I'm trying to breathe heavy enough to maybe wake up Mo to be like, whoo, you know?
So Mo, you wake up to the sound of that.
There
So I
it
wake up,
goes.
I sit up in bed, Excimer pistol pointed straight at the noise that I was hearing. Finger on the trigger, ready.
Okay. Can I see how agilely I can?
Sure. Let's make that a dexterity save.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This is all right. That's a 24.
Oh yeah, you're out of the way. Mo comes up with his pistol, and what he was aiming at is not there.
Yeah, I'm instead standing next to him.
My eyes are frantically searching, and I realize I'm in the room, and I settle down. I holster the pistol again, and I'm like, yeah.
Welcome to the land of the living.
Why do I get the feeling you have a lot of deep-seated trauma?
Probably because I pointed a pistol, at where you were.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so now that we're all awake, can Can we talk about stuff?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Mo, do you need coffee or are you like?
Grinds his teeth a little bit. He's like, yeah, I guess we can talk about stuff. Sure.
Okay. So Ellison is just gonna like hop onto the bed next to Mo, crisscross applesauce again, and just be like, "All right, so I found my friend Kiasha. Remember I talked about my friend?"
Frenetic energy has Mo just stepping just away a little bit. Yeah. You mentioned.
Yeah.
something.
If you move away, Ellison is moving closer again.
Scoot toward.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Her pupils are just like super wide.
I love this cat. I love it. Okay.
Okay. So you remember I said my friend Kiasha, right? She's supposed to be at the university, right? Okay, she's not at the university, she's at a brothel. Don't worry, it's okay. Not that there's any judgment. There's no judgment. Anyway, so, as it turns out, did you guys know that there's a... I'm just gonna lean in real close. Did you know that there was a rebellion?
Yes. What's a brothel?
It's okay, you don't have the parts for it. Keep going.
Okay, so I'm the only one who didn't know about the rebellion. Okay, alright. Anyway, so as it turns out, my friend is in it. Right? Cool.
That's fun.
Okay. Well, so...
There's a lot of people in it. I wouldn't... It's not very surprising.
Are you in it? Ellison starts looking for a pin.
You see, just for a moment, Mo's eyes dart towards his coat and then back to you.
Okay. Oh, can I see if I see that?
Make a perception check.
All
And
right.
are you trying to hide that?
No, Mo's not even thinking about it. He's just woken up.
Okay, yeah. I rolled a 17.
Yeah, you catch that.
Okay. Is there a pin on your coat? Is there a little...
He just reaches over, picks up his coat, puts it back on. Doesn't answer the question, but he's just wearing it. And you can see that there's buttons. There's maybe a few of those spiky little things that I don't remember.
But is there
like
a
the
Star?
studs?
Is there a Star Trek
Studs,
pip
yeah.
on it? Because I started imagining a Star Trek pips.
So then Mo just takes his collar, lifts it up, and it's underneath.
Ah, okay.
And puts it back down.
All right. So Ellison's eyes somehow get even a little bit wider.
Ellison, are you okay? Do you need a doctor?
It's fine.
Your eyes are gonna pop out of your head.
Yeah, it looks like you're on meth.
Somehow, you guys didn't realize how big Naliachi eyes are, and it's just now very clear that they are a very healthy percentage of her face.
And her head.
Yeah, and it's a little disconcerting. Okay, so, let me just remind myself what my friend Kiasha told me, because I looked at this earlier. Okay, so Kiasha was telling me all about how there's like a rebellion that's happening here, right, on the Dasa, right? But I guess they're trying to get the Hadizee on board. So
They're one of the largest populations, of
yeah,
course.
okay. So the Hadizee then invited us to the meal.
Yes.
Right, okay,
Why do you think I was so interested in going?
I didn't think you were.
I mean, yeah.
Kind of hold things close to your chest.
Mo, you can see it. Mo that crosses his arms like it's fine, man. He did not mean to say that out loud.
Is this your excited face?
Well, I mean that's
It's hard to tell with you. She's very easy.
what with the wrinkles and everything.
No, with just the constant scowl.
You're right.
Yeah. Humans are strange.
Keep going.
Okay, so we're supposed to meet up with an artificer named Ganesh. At least I think that's how it's pronounced, and I'm gonna show the same piece of paper to you that I showed to PJ. Ganesh.
Mo shrugs.
Okay, alright. Well, so we're supposed to be looking for a short artificer named Ganesh. And they're supposed to help us?
Sure.
I think we're supposed to go talk to the Hadizee. I don't know. This is all very exciting because it feels like something to do, you
lots
know?
of excitement coming from you, sure, but I'd like to vet all this because
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
the reason the rebellion isn't as big as it used to be is because of people who got excited, started doing things, and then.
Are you worried I'm going to blow up a building or something?
No, I'm worried about
We've already
you
done
dying.
that.
Oh, that's right. We did already blow up a building.
Yes.
Okay.
We can blow up another if you like.
Settle down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay. here's the thing. I'm like very curious about this thing, and you can tell.
The
But the way
curiosity-
that Elsie's
curiosity
ears
is
are set, like
great.
she's very curious, right? But I don't. It's just I still want to figure this
There's
thing
a
out.
reason there's a reason it's under my lapel. There's a reason you don't just walk around with insignias of rebellion all over you.
Okay.
Your curiosity is going to get you killed, or it's going to get you jailed, or ObliviCo is going to come after you, and we're going to have problems.
ObliviCo is a part of this too.
I mean, I don't know what's a part of it. I'm just assuming that the big megacorp has something to do with something.
Okay. So, wow, this is all a big web that needs to be untangled.
Keep that web in your head. Don't let that spider crawl out.
Okay. All right. So Ellison's just gonna kind of like breathe deep, a little monk meditation here, right? Bury her excitement at this brand new mystery to unravel, and be like, all right, shall we go look for a short artificer named Ganesh?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Vet her first. Don't just start spewing and asking questions.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I did need to update you on my talk with the moon last night.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, tell us about it. I'm gonna go over there for a moment.
Oh, okay, bye. Well, she showed me the same thing as last time, this weird cylinder thing with this weird writing on it. She says I need to find it.
Mo's dismantling his pistol and everything. You can hear it clacking in the corner.
I've seen it several times now, so I think it's kind of important.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
You know what? Despite her best judgment and her continued terror for her little friend, Ellison is starting to kind of believe this a little bit, right? Just okay. Can you describe this? Can you describe the cylinder again? Can you draw it?
Yeah! And it's just printer. Just going back and forth just in a straight line, printing the thing.
When Mo hears her ask that question, he pauses for a moment in creating his pistol, and just like you can hear the slightest of, and he goes back to working because he knows that this is going to continue.
So after I finish printing the cylinder picture, I'm going to... There you go. This is what it looks like.
That is a highly specific thing. That is significantly more specific than I thought it was going to be.
Yep. I remember every single detail.
Can I roll to see if I recognize anything about this?
Make a history check.
Oh, okay.
I'll
Well,
also print...
With disadvantage.
yeah, I would assume so, but as much. Okay, all right.
Can I print a copy to show Mo?
Mo's just he's gonna finish with his pistol
Yeah.
and walk over because he's trapped
Yeah,
on him anyways.
Okay, great.
Holsters
He's
it.
trapped with us.
He takes the paper out of your hand and looks at it. I'll roll it.
History check.
Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
Can I give you guidance?
19. History. History.
Add a quarter.
No, so 13. Oh wait, no, sorry, 15.
Okay. With a 15, you recognize that the writing is actually the language Shissi. It is the language that is spoken by the native inhabitants of the planet Shiss.
So Mo, he recognizes it. Now, recognizing is different than reading.
No, you can't read it.
Okay, got it. So Mo says, he pretty much restates that this is Shissi writing. Where'd you get this from?
I saw it in my vision from the moon.
Yeah, but great. Why do you know Shissi writing?
I don't know Shissi writing.
What was said? Jesus Christ. What was said? Or I guess it would be whatever deities in this world. What was said? What does it say?
I don't know.
Okay,
The moon didn't
what
say.
happened? What did the moon write? I'm sure the moon didn't say this language, but what has the moon said in total? Everything. Just
Find it.
explain.
The moon said to find it.
What?
The cylinder.
What cylinder? You're almost a cylinder. What cylinder?
The picture of the cylinder.
Okay, so what does the cylinder look like?
So it's a very short cylinder, and then it's wider on the actual circular end. The flat ends are very short, and then the writing is kind of around in circles.
So is it conicular or
No,
it's just cylinder?
Yeah, just a cylinder.
Okay.
It's like a large black stone.
So he has no clue what this thing is. Okay, got
It
it.
looks like a big rock that was carved with writing and stuff.
All right. Great. I'm glad we're finding the cylinder. Did the nanobots? What was that contained in?
It was
Different cylinder.
Different cylinder.
All right, great. Yeah. There's a reason I asked about what it was, not to see it. Put it away. That shit's dangerous. Okay. Anyways, what? Do you have any other information about this dream? Do you know anything? Because if you're seeing stuff like this is sure, whatever. He just puts it down. Too irritated to talk. He puts it down.
I don't understand humans.
Okay, so that. Oh my God, is Moon Mommy real?
Yes.
If she's printing off stuff like this that she's never seen and doesn't know how to read, there might be something to this.
Mo the skeptic is like, okay, maybe.
Okay.
This is proof. This begins because she can't write this yet. She's writing this.
I printed
We
it.
need to verify. Whatever you did, that's fine. It came out of your finger, came out of your foot, came out of your mouth. I don't care what it was. It's written down, right? For you, it's written. You'd say written or printed or whatever. Great, that's wonderful. So, anyways, we need to verify what this says, because if we can verify that this is true writing, she can't be telling a lie because she doesn't know it.
I don't know how to lie.
I don't care that you don't know how to lie, because you know how to be misprogrammed, and you also know how to be fooled. So we need to verify the writing.
That is true.
Okay.
Great.
So we need to find somebody who can read Shissy.
Yep.
I think that we're not friends with those people. Yes.
But
PJ.
we did know the leader of the Black Cloaks, so we could always try to capture her somehow.
Right, under duress, she's going to tell us a lot of truth.
Yeah,
I never said it had to
when
be
you-
under duress.
When you mentioned her, Ellison you just see a shudder go through her
fur,
tail.
just
Yeah,
fur.
just a little. Very Studio Ghibli.
God, that put an image in my head perfectly.
You three have just had your conversation up in the room, and you are headed down to meet this person, Ganise or Ganice or whatever their name is.
Junai.
Sorry.
Good. So you all head back down not stairs. We're in a sci-fi thing. Down the elevator to the tavern on the first floor, the Emerald Vine. As you step off, nice. Where are you? What are you doing? What do you look like? Give us a little description.
I'm sitting at a table for two because I assume I was just going to meet with Ellison, and I'm munching on some amethyst.
Okay.
Okay.
You're munching on what?
Amethyst.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
You're just eating some rock? Okay.
What are you made of?
What are you?
I'm made of nice.
What? Oh, nice. Right. Yes. Okay.
Okay, all right. Ellison, having no idea who she's looking for, is going to scan the room, see a little rock creature eating an amethyst, do a little bit of a double take, and then keep scanning the room. Thinking that, like, that's not who she's looking for.
I'm gonna go see somebody eating a rock.
Give me a perception check, Ellison.
Oh, okay. All right. It's going to be a 19.
Okay. With a 19, you notice Nice's little pin to her sweater. It is.
She's wearing a sweater.
Out in the
Oh,
Do you want
open.
to see her?
Oh
What?
my god.
No.
What?
Mo is immediately angry.
Are we talking about cute aggression? Like Mo sees this thing and
He's like, yes, he has both. He has both annoyance that something like that exists, and also it's so cute it bothers him because it questions his idea about the depravity and sadness in his life. So yeah.
Okay, so alright, Ellison having spotted the little pin, her tail is gonna twitch and her eyes are gonna go a little wide and she's gonna be like, I get to talk to it. And then
Oh, God. Makes me wanna vomit.
And she is gonna go and just, do one of these, quiet little stroll things where she kind of, looks around and then, just sort of slides into the seat and is like, oh my goodness, are you Ganese?
I finished chewing my amethyst a little bit, and I say, Ellison?
Uh-huh.
Yes, I'm nice. It's pronounced nice.
Oh, yes, you do look very nice.
No, my name's pronounced nice.
Oh, nice does sound very nice.
Close enough.
Mo walks in the deal. You can see Mo's touching his teeth and just looking at the rock and looking at you like, God, what the fuck are you eating?
Yeah.
Would you like some?
No, I can't chew that. Won't have teeth.
Oh.
Ellison will absolutely try to take a little experimental nibble, thinking that perhaps it is not a true amethyst.
No, it's solid.
Okay, all right, yep. She's just gonna hand that right on back.
Oh, okay, more for me.
As weird as it is to you guys, for her to be eating amethyst, it's just as weird to her that you're not.
You're eating mushy, weird food. Yeah. Dead things.
PJ's gonna roll up. Hello, I eat gold.
Oh, I drink that. Melted down.
Oh,
So good.
Do you want some? I have a whole lot.
Sure.
Here you go. No one
Don't
ever
give
needs
it away.
it.
We were gonna sell it.
That's
We're
my
gonna s-
heart's gold.
Can I use
Oh, do we have the other gold?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Good. Sorry.
No, parts gold are just for eating.
Okay,
There
got
you
it.
go.
Good.
Can I use fire play to melt the gold?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, and then I'd sip it like hot chocolate.
You melt it into a little mug and you just...
When you look up, you just see Ellison, her eyes fully just wide, just watching you. Like you are the most fascinating thing on the planet.
So you're our new friend?
I guess so. Kiasha told me to come here and meet you to talk about nanobots?
Okay, I might have mentioned that to Kiasha.
I think you told about the stuff that we were not
We
supposed
had
to tell
an
people
entire
about.
discussion in a police department when I was screaming at you about not selling it, and then you go off with your cute little cat tail to go tell somebody about some stuff that you even said don't talk about it.
I thought we weren't going to mention it.
Okay, as soon as you say cat, Ellison's tail fluffs out just a little bit, right?
Ellison hasn't heard another word since you said cat.
I'm sensing some emotional distress.
Just please use the proper term for my species. That'd be very nice. And also, it's Kiasha. You don't know her. She's very cool. I'm just saying.
We said we were gonna vet, and you just go out here blabbing like you got mouth diarrhea to everybody else. There's a reason we keep the pin underneath. I don't know about this one. This one will probably take a few bullets, because, rock, but still.
I want to
Squishy
you have
ones
an
need
extra?
some help.
Okay, well, you know what? You don't have to vet Kiasha because I have already vetted her through my entire life, so I think we're okay.
So you've never been wronged by anybody who you've had in your life for a while?
Certainly not Kiasha. Just go with me on this. For the love of God, Mo.
This
Simmer
goes
down.
south, I start shooting.
That's why you're here.
I don't think Ellison would intentionally try to hurt any of us.
Thank you.
It's not the
PJ.
point of intentionality. I'm never worried about somebody intentionally trying to hurt me. Those people are usually at the end of my muzzle. I'm worried about the people who are unintentionally making mistakes.
Is that
Because
worse?
those are ones, I can't see those coming.
Oh.
So
So you're paranoid. That's interesting. Humans are so fascinating, aren't they?
And
Yeah,
you know
it's
what,
great.
Mo?
Good. I'm glad I'm paranoid.
We have trusted you. Can you do me one small favor and trust me on this?
Oh, anytime. I love
You
golden hot
see
chocolate.
Mo's fists clench for a moment, his jaw sets, and he's like, we'll see.
Small victory. Yeah. Allison will take her small little victory and turn back to her adorable new friend.
I really hate how cute that thing is. It's wearing a sweater. Oh, God.
It's wearing a sweater?
So Kiasha said something about the Hadizee.
Yes. So,
Mo leans forward just a little
we
bit.
maybe want to go somewhere a little bit more private than like the middle of a tavern.
Yeah,
We
can you
have
stop
a
asking
room
these
up there.
questions like this?
That works.
Okay.
We
all
have
right,
a room.
Okay. All right. We'll go upstairs. All right. How short?
Oh,
3 feet.
How
So-
short.
So wait, how tall is PJ again?
I don't remember.
Sorry for asking hard
no,
questions.
ask good questions.
He also short.
Yeah,
He
we'll
also
go.
short. I think auto gnomes are like 3 to 4 feet tall.
Okay, so like roughly the same. Yeah.
Yeah, roughly the same height, yeah.
Ellison feels like she's collecting short friends, and it makes her very happy.
Short
Okay,
friends.
yeah. So as we're gonna go, Ellison's just gonna be like, "Oh, let me help you up the stairs," and she's gonna lean down to try to pick up Nice.
Well, actually, she weighs 742 pounds.
Okay, so Ellison's gonna be like, "Never mind. I'm sure you can do it yourself." Just-
I've been getting around these parts all my life.
Make
Nice
a lot of
just bounces
assumptions.
on up the stairs.
Make a lot of assumptions.
Do you see how tiny those legs are?
And yet,
I have wheels.
this one gets around.
Oh,
You've not watched this one?
I just instantly forgot that there aren't stairs. It's an
I
elevator.
mean, there are stairs, but there's
Okay.
also an elevator.
We'll say there's stairs up to the elevator.
This is the
Okay,
8th
yeah,
era.
that makes
Even
a lot
I
of
know
sense.
we don't use stairs.
Not very ADA compliant, but okay.
Not the stairs to the elevator.
All right, we'll go upstairs.
Okay. So you guys take the elevator back up to your room, and you're there.
Presumably, you all introduce yourselves to me.
Oh,
No.
well, I mean, you already
No.
know. You already know me. I'm
Stop.
Allison.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
this is Mo.
Listen, look. What I
Hi,
want
Mo,
you to do
nice
is
to
I
meet
want you
you.
to sweep the room. You're looking for anything with some type of noise variance. You're looking for anything with feedback. You're looking for anything that's doing radio waves. Can you do that?
I'm looking for anything that might be a bug.
Make a perception check.
You're useless.
All right,
You're not
can
wrong.
I also try to do perception check because he seems so intense about it?
I would say with disadvantage for you.
Okay,
I got a
'cause I'm so
9.
excited.
PJ's 9. There's no bugs at all.
I don't see any bugs, sir.
I got
Nice.
12.
What type of bugs are you looking for?
No
You looking
bugs.
for the crawly ones, or you looking for the ones that I'm talking about?
Let me do another scan.
Yeah. please do that.
Can I try one more time?
Sure, why not?
I want to cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
That's an 11 plus 3 plus 3. 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay.
Everybody here is a theater major, by the way, so nobody does math. Right?
I'm not a theater major.
No math?
I was a criminal justice major.
You do math?
Accountant.
You're an accountant? Oh, so give her the math problem.
Yeah, we're gonna throw all the numbers at you.
Nicole is the math one.
Also, I have an Excel spreadsheet right here.
So, as you scan again for bugs, you don't sense any on Nice or around your room. You do get like the slightest little frequency coming from like a few rooms down.
Well, I don't see anything in this room or on our friend Nice.
Good. Alright, we're fine.
But
Ask
those guys
questions.
a couple doors down though. Those
I don't
fuckers.
care about our room. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you already know me. I'm Ellison, and Ellison is like on her knees in front of you, just.
Tail swishing.
yeah.
Can you just talk to her like a normal person?
With those eyes,
In that sweater?
with the sweater, Ellison tears up a little bit looking at the sweater.
PJ rolls forward and sticks his little robot arm out. Hello, my name is Project Moonspark.
Hello, my name is Nice.
Zup, zup, zup. Great.
Oh, your name is pronounced nice.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But if
All
you
right.
want to call me Nice, I'm used to it. It's just kind of always been a thing.
It's wrong, so don't do it.
Okay, fine. Nice to meet you, Nice.
Ah, I never hear that.
Allison gets the feeling that maybe she shouldn't be too condescending. So she's gonna stand back up and kind of stand away a little bit like, okay, I hear you. Okay, I hear you. What information do you have for us?
Well-
Before we start, do you have any culminated argon?
Excuse me?
Do you have any culminated argon, like argon that has been frozen and compacted into a disc? It's useful for tinkering, building things.
Don't know exactly what's in my tools.
Okay, it's fine. Just keep going. I didn't know because, like, you might have an affinity with... You were eating amethyst earlier, so I didn't know if you had a special...
I need to know what's in my Smith's tools, probably.
That would not be part of your Smith's tools
Okay.
now.
Alright. Then no.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm also kind of poor. But whatever. Okay, so I talked to Kiasha. She said that you're interested in joining the rebellion.
We're looking into it.
Okay, I need a little bit more commitment than that before we continue.
I would love to join your rebellion.
This is
Do
not
I get
like
a pin?
wishy-washy yes. It's either a yes or a no, or, I mean, in my world, you end up someplace that you don't want to be. Usually at the
Shadow
end of
Glass
something.
Falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already been there twice.
Yeah, we blew up something too.
And you don't want to live there.
Roller a lot. Anyways.
Consider me sympathetic.
Okay. I really can only talk to rebels. So if anyone has a pin, or here's your pin now.
I have a pin.
Yeah,
Please
Ellison-
don't wear it out in the open.
Ellison is gonna
I
pull.
can't pin it on anything.
Just
Ellison's
put it in
gonna
your-
pull a
your-
pin out of her pocket.
Whatever you
and
call
show
your
it to you.
tummy.
In my trunk.
And then pop it back
Perfect.
into her pocket.
Oh, okay. I see. And
Mo flashes his lapel.
okay. All right then. Well,
He already had one.
Our little Star Trek tips.
so, Kiasha recommended I come meet you to kind of usher you into the rebellion and help you out with whatever you guys have come across, and perhaps you can share some information with me that I can share back. But essentially what I know is that you have some tampered nanobots.
Yeah.
Mo,
I just am like.
Not, first off, we need
And-
to ask some questions. We've not vetted. Don't you dare open that. Keep
And
everything locked down.
Trunk locked.
I might be able to help you figure out what's going on there. Like, what's wrong with them.
Great.
Do the thing.
So Mo reaches out with his little communicator, and he just gestures for you to do the same.
So,
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. And instantly, like Ellison is like, oh, and gets up and does it too.
So both of you get the message that pops up, new contact, nice, and then nice, you get the same thing for both of them.
So, question with Mo and his smuggling, well, his current smuggling and his smuggling past, would he have any applications about searching for people or looking up contacts or information on people in databases or anything like that?
Not through your communicator.
Okay.
We could try the library again.
He's not saying that out loud.
Oh,
He's taking the contact info because he wants to verify who this nice person is.
Oh, this very nice.
it's a very
person.
nice person.
I will stop. This will be the only. This will be the only session.
No.
don't make promises you can't keep.
Look, they write themselves.
So with all of this, Mo's just he's just watching. He's gonna let you talk. Say whatever you need to say.
What experience do you have with nanobots?
Well, I'm a tinkerer, and I might be able to figure out like who tinkered with these bots or what they did to them in their tinkering.
Do we get to keep him?
What do I want with them?
Okay, perfect. You can show it to me.
Okay. Zoop, zoop. Cylinder full of nanobots.
Thank you. And
Mo's watching real close.
Careful, we also have the deleted Jeremy Drive. You know the one.
Yeah.
Should
that's, so there's certain things you just don't blab about.
I don't blab. I don't have lips.
There's certain things that you don't vibrate the air molecules in front of your face with. Does that help?
Oh, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, perfect. Great.
Nice, can you make an intelligence check? And add your proficiency bonus, so add 2. Eventually, we'll add technology skill, because I just realized we don't have one.
Nat 20.
Okay. So with a nat 20, and also being from Ladasa, you recognize the technology that's on the outside of the cylinder as being something, whereas the cylinder itself is ObliviCo technology that is very precise and futuristic. The device that's attached to it is kind of pieced together from other devices, and you get kind of the same sense that they got, that just the nanobots inside of it have been reprogrammed. You also, as you're kind of tinkering with it and looking at it, you realize that they have been tampered with specifically to when they are released to do harm to as many people as possible. It's just like a cloud of destruction inside the cylinder.
Thank you for not pushing the button.
Where did you find this?
We found it in. We
We
found
found
it in a warehouse.
just keep it mum. We found it in a warehouse.
Whose warehouse?
It was a warehouse with a bunch of action figures and stuff like that. I don't think it's necessarily vital. We're just meeting each other, so there's not a reason to go into details yet. We need to verify a few things before we start talking about details.
Well, these are extremely dangerous, and I need to know whose hands they were in.
Mine.
Okay,
Her
well not.
stomach or whatever you
My
call
trunk.
It. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Torso folding.
If you're saying that you made them, then we have
No.
a problem.
No.
No, I got them. I didn't make them.
So Mo's feeling really uncomfortable right now. There's a lot of questions going around. It's like, just think of it as like we were
I chart stars. I don't make bots.
asked to procure these for a person.
What
A
person?
cop.
A cop of the Empire?
Mo he just rubs his face really hard. And just,
What? I'm not naming him.
yeah, I'm glad, but now you've narrowed it down to maybe like 50 people out of hundreds of thousands.
An old contact of Mo's.
Mm-hmm.
Mo,
Is that
all you hear is the door close. Mo walks out.
Oh!
He just,
Good.
like,
He's
Mo's
gone. Okay, cool.
He just
Oh, good, he's gone.
you can hear Mo just banging on this wall outside.
Yeah,
He's got a pillow.
Oh!
Yeah, Ellison just turns to you and just spills everything. So we got it from a warehouse that was used by the cult of Schiss or whatever. Yeah, and so they were the ones who had it. Very weird. And then we were supposed to get it for like a cop buddy of his, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty corrupt. So you know.
I had an idea.
Uh-huh.
I open my trunk, I pull out the printed picture of my cylinder. Boop.
Have you seen anything that looks or resembles this?
I roll my dice and I fail miserably. Natural one.
Yeah, no, with an natural one, you've never seen it before.
I've never seen that in my life.
No one is helpful. Opens trunk, put it back in.
I'm just waiting for you to like make multiple copies, and then we'll just start putting them.
Have
up
you
around.
seen this cylinder?
Mo he feels more uncomfortable. Like there's more information coming
His
out.
spidey senses have tingled.
He walks back in. He's like, "Are you done just divulging everything that you could possibly divulge to a perfect stranger?"
How could you not trust that face?
Wait, are we not supposed to trust the resistance?
The rebellion.
The rebellion?
Just because somebody flashes something in front of your eyes doesn't mean it's true. You have to verify the threads that connect this to all the other things that they've done.
Oh.
It's ridiculous that you two, you two are so naive. It's painful.
I charted stars for 12 centuries.
Yeah, stars. They don't talk. They don't do anything. They're gonna explode? If they explode, they kill you.
Yeah.
So it's instant.
Yeah.
At least you all are causing me pain, killing me slowly.
Well,
Bunch of daggers in all the right places, I guess.
I'm still learning. Apologies. I have cure wounds if you need it.
For the daggers.
For the daggers and the knives.
It's a metaphor. Forget it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I was wondering. I didn't see any blood. Okay. Hey, nice. You can continue.
Ellison's gonna put a little mental pin in the 12 centuries comment, which definitely threw her for a loop. But right now, adorable rock creature.
I see that I stumbled into a not fully formed.
It's just
Situation?
these people.
We have a lot. You know, it's fine.
We met 2 days ago.
Do you know what they were like down in Black Falls?
Actually, yesterday.
We met
Do
yesterday.
you know what they were like in Black Falls? These people are tromping around like everything's normal.
I'm
Down
not
there,
people.
where whatever these things are, because I don't think they're actually human yet.
Neither of them are human. That's pretty clear.
Persons who function well. They're just tromping around in a place that you don't tromp around at. You don't just start asking random people questions and just divulging everything you can about yourself.
Well, some would say it's a good way to make friends.
Right, but how do I know I can trust anybody? It doesn't make sense for me to just go in happy and rip my heart out and give it to somebody else when they could just crush it after it's beaten.
I'll say this. I've known Kiasha a long time, I think.
Same.
Yes. And she trusts Ellison.
And I trust her.
And Ellison, for some reason, trusts you guys. So I feel like, by default, I have to trust you. By association.
It's good to have multiple opinions. We need diversity of thought.
It's rough in this rebellion, man. If you just go around distrusting everybody, I mean, yeah, you might survive, but like, dude, you need friends.
We will protect you.
You might survive, but you need to live.
You need to live.
Yeah, Ellison has a lot that she's just swallowed back, but Mo might hear a few things from her later. You need to see that her ears are like back, and she's got a few things she wants to say. But right now, we have higher priorities.
Yeah, so this nanobot, I'm just gonna assume, since you're so passionate about being secretive and you say that you're in the rebellion, that you're trustworthy.
She gets it. She doesn't fully trust. Anyways, keep going.
Well, y'all have pins now.
Mo takes his pin off, just throws it in bed. Look, somebody can pick that up. Do you see that? Now she has two.
Hey, Mo, you
That's-
dropped your pin.
Okay, why am I even part of this? Keep going. Just go. I don't know why I'm trying to make a point.
So if these are activated, they're gonna like kill everybody. So
Can you destroy them?
We want to sell those.
No.
Oh, no.
We don't.
Reprogram and then sell them. I don't care what we do as long as there's something that beeps on this thing after we're done. All I need is a fuller bank account. That's all I'm really interested in.
Okay.
can I reprogram them?
You cannot.
I cannot.
You would know that because these are made by ObliviCo and they're very proprietary technology, anyone outside of the company would not have the expertise to handle that.
Very interesting. We need to talk to somebody from ObliviCo. Because I can't reprogram this because this is ObliviCo proprietary property.
You can't just.
So someone from ObliviCo did this,
You
and
can't
someone
just break
from,
into it.
No, somebody from ObliviCo did it, and somebody from ObliviCo can undo it or do something new.
Well,
Okay.
does anyone have a contact at ObliviCo?
No, I usually kill him.
Clearly. not
I have
me.
speak with Dad.
Yeah, mine are probably skeletons now. It won't do us much good.
Oh, unfortunate. Well, how about the rebellion? Are there anyone from ObliviCo in the rebellion?
Sometimes you can find like a naive missionary.
Oh, there are lots
Do
of
you
those.
hear that? Naive missionary. Do you hear that? That's important. I hope you two take that to heart.
Well, I am a naive missionary by definition.
Oh, God, I didn't mean to talk about gods. Just leave Moon Mom or whatever you call it there. We'll talk about it later tonight.
So
Keep
how do
going.
we find one? And how do we find one while also doing the thing that Kiasha asked us to do, which was to talk to the Hadizee? Because frankly, I've also been thinking about the feast, and I'm really curious about it, and I really want to go and check it out.
We were
Feast is
invited
not
to
fun.
a
We should go to the
feast.
feast because there's a Hadassi feast.
Uh-huh.
Let's go to that feast. We
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
talk to Hadassi. We gotta
Okay.
like bring them in.
Okay.
You all would also know that the ObliviCo main office is like down the street from where you are.
Okay.
You do not know of anyone in the rebellion that is tied to ObliviCo.
Should we kidnap someone from ObliviCo headquarters down the street?
Or maybe we can just have a nice conversation with someone and then ask them to come with us forcefully.
You know what? You know what ObliviCo is. You don't just walk into ObliviCo like you own the place.
Well,
So
I figured...
actually, if you're sneaking in, that is the best way to do it.
Just to sneak in?
No, just to walk in like you're supposed to be there.
Well, right, but like, if you're trying to take somebody out of there,
Oh.
I mean,
Well, act like
I've
you're supposed to
heard-
take them.
I've heard they have chips in their hands.
But we have you. You're the
They're-
plan
They
guy.
have segmented brains. They have all this like crap in their body that tracks them. Like, why would?
4 heads are better than 1. I'm sure we can figure it out.
So what's the plan? Are you all headed to ObliviCo or
Feast. Just go to the feast. I'm not going to ObliviCo yet. Let's think about this before we just start walking in places.
Should
What
I?
time is the feast? And what time is it now?
The feast is, they have been told whenever they arrive that the Hadazi will make them a feast.
I don't eat. Should
so it's
I?
at no specified time.
Okay.
I
So
don't
can I-
eat or anything. Should I stand guard at ObliviCo and watch who goes in and out and look for an easy target as they leave?
So, I know, little robot, you have trouble with this, but there are, you know how you keep saying humans or whatever they are, they're weird.
Oh,
I don't know.
mostly I go humans when I'm talking to you because you are
Got
very
it.
strange
so
human.
just think about other species.
Mm.
They're social creatures. I don't know about you. I don't know. What you
No,
do.
I lived in solitary confinement for many years.
So, you save people. If you don't show up, they want to celebrate you. Just come. There's no reason for you to sit around in front of the building. They want to celebrate you for helping them out.
But Ellison
Why am I
saved them.
explaining this?
Oh, well, we did it together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you
Right.
should come with us.
Right. Yes, I know you two did it together, but I'm just saying to her, it's important that she shows up because of other people and how they perceive it.
I know.
Do you?
I know exactly what we should do. So, the two of you are invited to this feast, but she wasn't?
No,
they were.
no, she was. He wasn't because he
That wasn't.
was
Mo is our plus
I did.
one.
Okay.
hiding from us.
So
Just be
I'm.
thankful for the money that I got.
Mo shot a man instead of helping.
I hate you two. I truly hate you two.
So we need to find a date for the +1. I think we should go find one of the ObliviCo people as the +1's date.
Oh, shall we find you a nice, sexy ObliviCo employee?
I want to say something, but I'm not going to say it because it'll be cut. Yeah, just friend material.
Yeah. We'll
All right.
see. We'll see about that.
It's the good
If we
old
go as
pal.
like a big jovial group, the Dasi won't suspect that like we're trying to trick them into joining the rebellion or anything like that.
Wait, trick them? I thought we were just gonna go along and.
Oh, you're right. Not trick. Convince.
Okay.
I
I like
this
that
one.
better.
I like this one.
I may or may not have command on my spell list.
No.
For an entire group.
No, just for one person.
Oh,
So we
for
just
the
do-
date.
Yeah, but
We
you have
just
to like,
identify the
you
leader.
have to do it visually.
Yeah, so if we go by ObliviCo, I find one, I'm like, command, be his date.
You don't think that anything has cameras.
Oh, it's a good point.
Also, they might come like useful. Like, ObliviCo's huge. They probably know like a lot of information and can order us like quick packages, 2-day shipping. You know.
They have a Prime account, ObliviCo Prime.
All right. Well, then let's go
Oblivic
find you
Prime.
a date.
Sponsored.
I'm gonna go and be your wing mariachi. and then Ellison's gonna shudder a little bit and go, "Your wing cat."
I bet there's a
You
tavern
see
that the
Mo smile
ObliviCo employees
when
go
he-
to
he,
after
like,
work.
he has an appreciation for that, like calling. Yeah, just being able to make fun of yourself. There's something in Mo's
Calling yourself a slur.
calling yourself a slur, like being able to make fun of yourself. Mo appreciates that.
Jesus Christ, Mo. Okay, all right. I'll be your wing cat.
Imagine how Mo
let's
sounds in
go.
his head.
Oh my god. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go and see if we can find a hot ObliviCo employee to be his
Okay.
date.
So, the four of you now head towards the ObliviCo main office. It is by far one of the tallest buildings in Jade Haven. It is very nice and also very clean. There are people coming in and out, all wearing business suits. And Eric, would you please describe Milo for us?
Yes, I would. So Milo is a middle-aged man, young, low 50s, graying hair, kind of a silver fox, if you will. And he is actually walking out of the ObliviCo satellite office's front doors, adorned in his kind of paladin armor, and really excited to just get out there and meet some people.
I'm still disgusted by paladin.
Oh yeah, we'll get there.
It bothers me so much.
Okay,
So the four of you approach the building, and you see just sixes coming in and out. And then this just like super hot silver
Immaculate
fox
10.
just comes strolling right out of the building.
yeah, alright,
Confidence just waving.
Oh yeah.
Allison's tail just twitches, and she's still figuring out like what attractive humans look like, but you know what? That silver hair catches a light and she goes, that one.
I like him. He's big.
Yeah. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna hook Mo by the arm, and we are going to drag her away up to this very attractive. How tall is he?
He's 5'11".
Wow, okay, so, towering over me. I don't know how tall you are.
Most like a 6 feet.
Okay, wow. Alright, so, you're
The armor adds 2 inches, so he's 1 inch taller.
Both.
Perfect.
Eye to eye right now.
Okay, alright. Yeah, and so, Ellison's just going to be like, hi.
Hail and well met!
And then she's gonna instantly forget how to wing cat and just be like, Mo?
What did you say?
Hail and well met, friends. Let me introduce myself before you start. My name is Milo. I am newly off Moon, originally from Oblivia, and just finished up my orientation class for the Goodwill Ambassador mission that is the Paladin of ObliviCo.
So you're brainwashed. This would be a perfect one.
Star shine to you, sir.
So Milo is a attractive older man. You can think of like a Kyle MacLachlan type, and as the Paladin agent of ObliviCo. If anyone knows anything about ObliviCo, he has worked on the moon his entire life. This is his first time off Moon, and kind of on a journey to spread the good word of the company, help people, kiss babies, shake hands, make sure that the image of ObliviCo is as positive as possible.
Okay. That's amazing. You've created an amazing character. So yeah, Mo just looks you up and down and is like, yeah, this guy's a show. It'll work perfect.
Okay, yeah, so Ellison is gonna be like, yeah, so you're on a mission of goodwill.
That is correct.
Oh, that's great. Would you like to come with us to meet some Hadizee?
It's be a place for you to spread the. Mo like flexes his throat to be able to say it. The goodwill of ObliviCo.
That is a wonderful idea. Just landed on this moon a couple of days ago. We got through orientation and really excited to start mingling with the local people. I've been brushing up on my Hadizee for a few months now, and I'm very excited to really start, becoming part of this.
Wow.
This guy's gonna be great.
Hi,
Yeah.
my name is Project Moonspark.
Milo puts his hands on his knees and gets down to PJ's level and says, "Well, it's nice to meet you too."
Hi.
I scurry up and say, hi.
Hey,
My name
hello.
is Nice.
Hey, Calderan. And then Milo greets Nice in Calderan.
Oh. She greets him back in Calderan, and also compliments him on his dialect.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, so then
They're
having seen that,
conspiring.
Ellison is going to.
So yeah, nice scurries up. Nice scurries up and just immediately
You mean
they
rolls?
switch languages and they are just speaking back and forth in a language you don't understand.
They're
This is why
conspiring.
you want to vet them. We don't know what they're saying now. This is good, right?
Okay, well,
Feeling comfortable.
Ellison,
Feeling really good.
Ellison is too busy having a moment where she's just like, and she's gonna look at you and try greeting you in Naliachi.
Sorry, I do not know that language.
Yeah,
but in Eliachi, I do recognize you.
She's just gonna
Surprised
kinda-
to see you, honestly. I've never met one in real life before. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, well, Ellison's just gonna kind of, yeah,
No one
and
wants
like,
to see a jerk right now.
just sort of like, brush her shawl back a little bit and just be like, yeah.
And then Milo turns his focus over to Mo and says, "And you, sir, I don't quite think I've received your name just yet." And he held out his hand.
Almodius just shakes. Like, reticently shakes.
Milo grabs that hand and gives it a nice hearty shake.
Are you okay if he's your date for this thing?
Excuse me.
Would you like to be a +1?
Is this Hadesy event we're going to?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's no expectations, but it would be really funny if something
can we not
happened.
call it +1? It's just he's just joining us. That's it. That's all he's doing.
You're his +1. I hope you're okay with that.
Okay.
It's
By the
invi-
way, I'm Ellison. I realized I didn't introduce myself.
Nice to meet you, Ellison. And if the invite is open, I'd be glad to join you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Good.
How long have you worked at ObliviCo?
My entire life. Everyone born on ObliviCo is born into the ObliviCo family. Started off simple laborer going
You know
through
how
the
bad that
schools.
sounds, right?
Not the family.
Why not? It is a family.
family.
I mean,
Wow.
That's
why not?
beautiful. It's just such a yeah.
Spent my early years in the ObliviCo schools, learned science, development, computers, pretty much everything you can you imagine. From there, you get sorted into the correct discipline within the company, spend a career there, and as a very trusted employee, gotten the opportunity to become a paladin, travel off moon, explore the solar system, and really just get to know the other cultures out here and spread the good word and help out as many people as we can, and make sure that ObliviCo is as important to everybody else as it is to me.
I was wrong. He's not a
So-
show. He's just brainwashed.
How?
That'd be great.
What is your security clearance?
Yeah.
Are you important?
Oh my God, just ask people their security clearance.
I'm a senior technician in the R&D department, nano development.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, alright.
Is that
Ellison's ears
important?
Look a little bit.
Mo just reaches out and pushes the ears back down and says,
And you-
"Sorry, there was something on your head."
You just feel a claw hit your side. Just a gentle little don't touch my ear.
That's really fun. I grew up in a observatory. I charted stars for many years.
That's fascinating.
So I learned a lot too from my school. It wasn't ObliviCo. I didn't
that's
exist
okay.
in this galaxy.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I'd love to learn more about that later.
Okay.
Ellison is gonna put a little pin in that information too, to be like, and she's adding the 12 centuries to the different. I'm sorry, what did you say? Did you say
Yeah.
different galaxy?
Yeah, Milo looks
Oh,
puzzled.
different system.
Different system.
Yeah.
That's still a lot. She's gonna put those 2 pins down, and then that's gonna be a return to that conversation in a little bit.
So, Mo, when you say that, his eyes flick towards you. There's like a moment of realization, then he goes back to just being normal.
Can I get an insight check from you, PJ?
Oh, okay. Insight from me. Oh, sorry. 15 plus 7.
You absolutely catch that, and you know that there's something going on there.
Hi, Mo. Is everything okay?
Yeah, yes, yeah, we're focused on him right now. Remember? Focused on him. We're getting him to come with the Hadesy. Just
Okay.
focus on him.
So you
That's
were okay
great.
with being a +1?
I would love the opportunity.
All right, let's
Yep.
go. Yeah,
Okay.
let's move. Okay, let's.
Glad that was empty.
Ellison's so excited to go. Just, you know what? It's a cat thing.
See, I told you.
I suppose I should say for the people listening. It's that I just knocked over a water glass.
It's a tabaxi adjacent thing. I said tabaxi adjacent.
All right, I guess we're on our way to the Hattazine. While we go, I'll just continue looking with mild horror at our new companion and, the terrifying upbringing that he had. So every now and then, you might just catch a little scared cat face looking at you like...
Mo feels like he should be disgusted by this person and how he was raised, but he's just fascinated to talk to somebody who has been raised in such what Mo believes such a brainwashing culture that he's gently every once in a while poking him with questions. Like, so what do you mean?
Not with fingers.
Yeah,
Not with fingers.
Not fingers. Like, what do you mean by you learn math from ObliviCo? Like, what does math from ObliviCo work like?
Yeah, well, if you don't know your history of ObliviCo, we are system-wide. We provide and manufacture a ton of products and services. Anything from your furniture to computers to automobiles to toys. We manufacture system-wide. So, as you'd expect, throughout schooling, you might get funneled into the engineering side of things. You might get filtered into the mathematics side of things to learn accounting or to design new technology that might help out future progress.
So it sounds like all this math is like oriented towards supporting the company?
That is correct. I mean, we're a colony first. We are working together to provide for each other, and in our services spread over centuries system-wide. We're a family-owned company. We like to think of ourselves as part of that family. And honestly, the good work and goodwill that we spread across the galaxy, our system, I'm quite proud of.
So what job were you sorted into?
Like I mentioned earlier, I was a senior technician in the R&D development of nanotechnology.
Right. Is that what you wanted to do?
I had a proclivity towards it when I was younger. Originally, it was more towards general engineering, but the nanotechnology really struck me at a young age. I've been focused on that for the past 30 years or so.
Oh, you're really interested in the destructive power of nanobots, or more the constructive power,
ObliviCo doesn't make too much of destructive nanotechnology. It's mainly used for medical uses, eliminating diseases. Will say I'm here on a kind of personal motive myself. I have been designing some technology around nano personal protection, and then kind of unsheaths his sword, and it's a really neat kind of like blue glowing sword. This is something that I've actually been working on myself for the past few years. Part of the paladin motive is to go out there, explore the system, possibly some moons and planets that haven't been fully explored, and this is a good way to protect oneself as you get into those uncharted territories. He clicks a little button on it, and the long sword kind of reformats itself, and it turns into an axe blade. And then clicks it back and turns back into a sword.
Well, yeah, okay, all right. Ellison is instantly just looking a little closer at this thing, and is just starting to ask follow-up questions about how it works and what technology it relies on and all of that.
Have you ever spoken to the moon?
Which moon?
Any of them, really. No. I speak to one specifically.
She's a moon slut.
I can't say that I've spoken to any moon myself, no.
Okay.
Also, what's a paladin?
I'm glad you asked. That is the name of our Goodwill Ambassador program. Honestly, we design ourselves off of the archaic notion of a paladin. Basically, a knight that has sworn an oath to a crown or deity, In our case, ObliviCo is our oath is sworn to. But really emphasizing that pal part of it. We want to make sure that everyone sees us as friendly, that we help people in need, and are really just there to, make sure that we can help in any way possible.
Yeah, Allison drops back. Sorry that she asked.
All right.
You really believe that?
What do you mean?
I mean, I know with all the schooling and stuff, you're like, everything you say is like ObliviCo material, but have you ever been to the outer planets? Have you seen what happens there and how natives are put down and stuff? Or
Well,
Do you
just
know
okay
about
with all
the impacts of colonization?
Can't say that I have any first-hand experience in that,
You
but
never
learning
learned in
history,
math
I mean,
school from ObliviCo.
Yes, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You weren't taught history properly.
that is part of the reason why I signed up for this program.
Oh.
It's something that I've always wanted to explore more of the system and really get to know the system as it is.
Well, this is the second system I've been to. I think it's better.
Milo again consciously takes a note of that to discuss in the future.
Zoom, zoom, zoom! Have we made it to the Hadizee yet?
So you actually have to go quite a way to get to the
Oh.
Hadizee. So,
I remember their names, you're welcome.
How do we travel? Are we just walking?
well, it's up to you guys. You guys could either
Is it through space?
Should we get a trolley?
no, not through space, just through jungle. So you can
Oh,
get there via
not a
either
trolley.
train or car, or you can walk, whatever floats your boat.
I roll.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm just gonna look at our goodwill ambassador and be like, do you think you could cover our train tickets on this goodwill mission?
Get a company car.
Mo doesn't feel comfortable with that. He pulls out his own money and pays for it. It's like, no, so I need somebody from college.
I don't need a ticket. I'll just hold on to the back of it.
How far away is it? Like if we were to take a train or a car?
If you take a train or car, it's probably like a couple hours. It's another town basically.
Mhm.
You're leaving the capital and you would go to Starshine Colony is what they told you.
Should we use a Blibblift?
Oh no.
A blooper?
A blooper.
That's another t-shirt.
I do get an employee discount on the bloopers.
What do you do? It sound like that.
All right, we'll do that one then.
let's hire a car.
So, and also I was gonna say nice, you would recognize, as soon as they tell you that you're going to a feast at Starshine Colony, you would recognize the name as being a colony specifically of Hadizee traditionalists. So these are Hadizee that are trying to preserve their way of life prior to the Empire. And they generally reject technology such as robots, but they're not necessarily hostile to anything like that. But yeah, if you guys hire a car, let's say altogether that would be 150 credits
With this employee discount?
with the employee discount.
Damn.
Wow. I'll take care of this.
Wow.
I was provided a small stipend to.
A company credit card?
Unfortunately, no.
Darn. We would have loved an ObliviCard Express.
If you were part of the family, you'd think that they would give you one. What the?
I mean, for the opportunity to really mingle with the local Hadizee, there's no price I'd pay.
Well, you will enjoy this.
There's no price I wouldn't pay.
Mr. Kalru is sure to welcome you with open arms, I'm sure.
You understand how that sounds, right? Like you get it's like you work for a company and then you're living in the company's houses and paying the money back. It's a big circle. You're okay with that?
I understand you might not be familiar or even comfortable with our way of life, but I've lived a healthy life. I've never wanted for anything that, as far as technology, to learn or information to understand, and it's something that all my needs have been met, and I'm honestly excited for the opportunity to even explore outside of this life that I've really grown accustomed to.
Got it. Will you keep
He can be reformed.
Well, I mean, he's coming out to be a pal, so maybe
He
there's
can
an
be
open mind.
reformed.
Why am I imagining we're hearing PJ's voice coming to us from the trunk? There's not enough seats.
He can be reformed! Also, I love the Nalietti sound effects.
Oh, yeah, right. Allison's just over in the corner, just like
Taking a
scratching,
cat nap.
scratching behind her own ear, and she's just purring. Yeah.
So, you all spend a few hours crammed into the car, and you see on either side it's just jungle and trees, and it is just teeming with life that for most of you is very unfamiliar. There are weird squirrel bird looking hybrid things. All of these, of course, would be very normal to see for Nice, having grown up here.
Right.
Yeah, and Allison's face is very much squished up against the glass, and you can just see her ears twitching. It's just like looking around at all these amazing things jumping around.
This is fascinating.
You all, after driving through this jungle for a few hours, and also getting a little bit of time to kind of chat with each other, and as much as you are going to catch up your new friends, you arrive at Starshine Colony, and it is a very sudden transition where there's just jungle, and then the jungle opens up around you, and there are rope bridges going back and forth between tree houses. There are houses built on the ground. All of them, unlike the concrete and metal and things like that that you see back in Jade Haven, this is all wood. You see basically nothing except for Hadazee, maybe the occasional other species thrown in, but it is almost all Hadazee here. And they don't appear to be using a lot of technology. With PJ skirting along behind the car, you see as several Hadazee turn and are just enthralled. Their eyes grow really wide as they're looking at you, and you get the sense that they may have never seen a robot before.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
I'm picturing Ewoks. What are Hadozee?
So Hadazee are, I mean, that's not far off.
Okay.
They're human-sized. They are kind of humanoid monkey people, and then they have like flying squirrel wings. You also, by the way, see several Hadazee. You know, there are the rope bridges going back and forth. You also sometimes will just see a Hadazee jump off and just glide down to the ground and continue about their day as if that is totally normal.
Because they're not using technology, and we are all coming from pretty much, well, most of us are coming from high technology. I would think that we would be affected by seeing people delivering mail.
I forgot my dice were on there.
Oh my god.
Had to see.
Delivering mail.
Yes.
Putting them in. We would see
Forgot my
people
dice.
like with the, I forget what the carts are called, but somebody running in front of the cart with people.
Rickshaws.
Rickshaws. We'd see rickshaws. We would see things that, like, if somebody was coming from the city without an open mind, they would think these people are backwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
You see someone churning butter, and you're like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Butter comes from the store. Everyone knows that.
What is butter?
So they're Amish flying squirrel people.
Amish flying squirrel monkey people.
So as Allison steps out of the car and kind of takes all of this in, none of you have noticed this because you've never seen her in this sort of environment before, but all of this tension that she's been carrying in her shoulders just releases down, and her ears just sort of go slightly to the side, and you realize that this is maybe the first time you've seen Ellison fully relaxed as she just sort of breathes in the air and looks at all of these people. There's this feeling like maybe she feels a little bit more at home here.
And in that beautiful moment, PJ's wheel gets stuck on a root. And he face plants. Whoa! I'm okay. You hear the rattling of gold.
Ooh, that might be worth something here.
Milo's just got his hands on his hips looking around like, this is really neat.
Wow, nifty!
You ever learn about anything in one of your fancy schools?
I mean, I learned about the different planets, moons, and peoples out here, but I've never got to see any of them in real life, so this is exciting.
Yeah, it is. Kind of like being at a zoo. Huh.
Ellison is gone. She's giving pointers to the person who's churning the butter to help them do it a little bit more efficiently.
Okay. This Hadesy who is churning the butter is just glaring.
Look, I'm telling you, I know it sounds really weird, but if you do like opposite movements, you do the forward and then the back. I know she was just going the one way. I'm telling you, if you do the forward and the back, it'll be about 10% more efficient.
Excuse me, hi. My name is PJ. Can you tell me where Mr. Calderan is?
Without a word, you actually make an insight check for me.
During this time, do you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. You said it was what?
Insight.
Okay, so that is 15.
Okay, with a 15, you get the sense that they barely speak common, but upon hearing Calderan's name, they just point off towards a very visible hut, like kind of off the town square.
Okay.
So Calderan is your friend here.
He is the man that we saved yesterday.
Oh, let's go see him.
yeah, that's right. It was yesterday.
What is that?
We did see a time flies when we were blowing things up.
We didn't blow up anything, according to Mo.
What?
Yeah, and no, we didn't because it was a very unfortunate meth lab explosion.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Keep the lie going.
Milo overhears all this and asks, what exactly did you do to earn this trip out to the village?
Oh, they were being harassed by a cop.
Oh.
And we said, no, don't do that.
Well, it was more of a very polite, like, oh, it's fine. We've got this handled, officer. And then they kind of went on their way.
Very good.
Yeah. Very non-violent.
Glad to hear.
But it was actually not.
There was no one injured at all.
Nice just found some rocks on the ground and started munching and avoiding this conversation.
I mean, there wasn't anybody injured, though, right? If it's the thing that happened on the ship, right? We didn't injure anybody, did we?
No.
I don't
Nobody was
remember.
injured.
Nobody was injured.
Okay.
Mo wanted to come out.
Yeah, no one was
He
injured
getting
on
ready.
the ship or off the ship.
Okay, PJ, and then just Ellison is just heading towards the hut.
According to Mo, no one was injured.
Mo's watching Nice just chewing rocks. he's feeling his teeth.
He's just in awe.
Yeah.
And our people, they're looking for Calderan and...
Mesra.
Mesra.
Got it. Yeah, I don't
Yep,
have to
the
find
old
it.
Hadesy man and his granddaughter. So I'm gonna zzz over to the hut she told us
Just
to go to.
hitting ruts as you're going
Yeah.
along.
Yep.
And you're knocking on the door.
Calderan, Starshine, hello.
Good. Love that for me. So Mesra opens the door and she looks around at you all and says, "Oh, Starshine, welcome. Come on in."
Starshine.
Starshine. Although and Ellison's trying to remember what the full greeting is. And
Just as you're trying to remember that and you all are stepping into the door, Calderan is coming downstairs and sees you all and says, "Ah, may the star dancer shine his stars upon your skies, my friends."
okay, yeah, Ellison repeats that back.
Great. So, Mesra says, "You guys are here for the feast that we offered you.
Yes. Oh, I'm very curious.
It is so great to have you. Who are these people?"
Oh, okay.
These are our +2.
I don't think there was. That's fine. We can make more food.
I don't eat, and neither does Nice.
I'm good. I got this. I think sleep.
Okay, well then, just 3 then. Three people for the feast.
3 feasts.
Oh, okay.
Milo steps up and introduces himself in okay Hadozi.
Okay. Mesra looks at you and, in common, says, "Thank you so much for trying."
It's not bad. It's not bad. He's better at hearing it than speaking it.
Yeah. So,
Guess those schools didn't save you this time, huh?
Milo just looks at Mo and shakes his head quickly and kind of goes back, trying to ignore him. He's sensing a lot of hostility.
Is he
Does not want to get into it right now.
Wow.
Are you sure you don't want to make an insight check for that?
Trying to ignore it a little bit, but it's getting to him.
Yeah, Ellison's just gonna lean over to Mel and be like, could you just dial it back just a little bit?
This company killed millions. Are you kidding?
Okay, just
Just being okay.
Well,
You've never had to walk past bodies with holes in their skulls.
What are you whispering about over there?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyways, we're talking about your feast. When is that supposed to start? Do you need any help or anything? I'm sure this guy would be willing to.
Well, my grandfather is just about to go start cooking. I was hoping that I could talk to you all about something while he does that.
we are here to help.
Uh-huh. Well, Milo, do you want to go help him cook? It's a really good cultural learning experience.
That is a great idea. And he runs over and finds an apron on the wall and pops it
This
on.
is
and-
Kiss the Paladin.
That used to be an actual apron.
Yeah, he just pulls that out of his
We'll add that
pack.
to our merch.
He picks up the apron and puts it on, and as he does, he notices the little tag on it. It says, "Oh, the Hypernova HN700, one of our best aprons." And walks up to the kitchen.
Mo just feels disgusted by this and walks away. He even knows his own damn merch. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it is his life.
It's like his entire life.
Ellison is just gonna lean over. Oh shoot, what's her name again?
Mesra.
Mesra. I don't know why I keep thinking her name starts with an R for some reason. Okay, she leans over to Mesra and is just like, he's here on a goodwill mission. We just sort of. Anyway, let him do his thing. What did you want to talk to us about?
I wanted to talk to you about my grandfather. You all are with the rebellion, right? That's why you helped us with...
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
PJ pulls out his little pin out of his trunk and then puts it back.
Excellent.
Does everybody just take this on face value? Like, everybody's okay with this? They're just okay with just showing a pen and be like, yeah, clearly nobody could reproduce this.
Hey,
A
Mel,
stranger
if
that
it
you
works,
met
it works.
yesterday.
If it works, it works.
Got it.
This smells wonderful.
And Mesra says, I really want to join the rebellion. I want to fight, but my grandfather doesn't agree. He thinks that it's too dangerous after how my father died.
Well,
What happened to your father?
Well, you see, my mother, she was killed by a hopper. And the hopper was just suspended, just a, how do you say in common, a punch on the wrist.
Slap in the hand.
Yes, that. And my father went and became a rebel, and he died, too. And so I have been raised by my grandfather ever since.
I know a lot of kids like that.
And I don't think there should be kids like that anymore. And my grandfather, he believes in all of this, how does he, traditionalist stuff about staying out of it and living in our colony and preserving our way of life. But I think that the only way to preserve it is to fight back.
I agree with that. Tradition doesn't stop bullets. It's just killed by them.
So you'll talk to him then.
Do you think that
She's
they're-
looking directly at you.
I mean, listen, I'm a stubborn. I'm stubborn. I'm not interested in changing. When you get old like that, things just start to hurt. And I'm sure that me talking to him, old person, isn't going to do much. You're just going to have to make your own decision. Break his heart, do your own thing, or stay here and break your own heart. It's up to you.
She gets really quiet. She just looks around at all of you. I better go help in the kitchen, I think. Thank you for your advice. It really means a lot. And she's just gonna get up and without another word, she's gone.
Milo walks in with a big plate full of meat. He's like, "You all have to try this. This is phenomenal." He's got like flour on his nose.
I don't eat.
Mo just reaches it. He grabs one of the forks off the plate, stabs it, and just starts just chomping down on the food. He's like, "Oh my god, what is this?"
Yeah, Ellison's just gonna look at that and go, "Are there any vegetables?"
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for that.
Wait, you are not a predator?
I mean, I'm not a predator, right?
Well, you have sharp
That's a way to put it.
Okay, and I think that maybe we need to have a moment where we talk about.
She is sharper than teeth. I have 2 incisors. She's got like 4.
Yeah, and you eat meat. Why don't the Nyachi eat meat?
That's a
I
good
thought you
question.
were a predator.
I actually can't digest it. It's a whole thing about Naliachi biology that apparently nobody knows because everybody has assumed that I eat meat.
Well, you have sharp teeth, I just assumed.
Yeah, well, have you ever seen Naliachi vegetables? They are very woody.
No.
See, this is the main difference between me and a tabaxi. Tabaxis can eat meat and I cannot.
It was a joke. It was a joke. Settle down. Anyways, keep talking about your biome and flora and all that fun stuff.
Anyway, all I can eat are vegetables. That's all I can break down. That's it.
The
That's
only thing
end
I
of it.
can break down is metal.
Well, you're an obligate
That's the compactor in me, though.
I guess, and I'm an obligate vegetarian. Yeah, there we go. Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're an interesting team.
Indeed.
I would love to try some Nalachi cuisine.
I don't know that you would be able to chew it, but yeah, we can give that a shot.
Why?
It's not as bad as the Calderan. I'm sorry, not bad, but tough to chew.
I can eat this meat. I would just prefer it a little bit more well done and charcoaled and generally crunchy.
A little too mushy for
A
you.
little mushy.
Is there a fire in this room?
Not in this room.
There can be.
Kitchen.
You can
Okay.
smell the smoke of in the kitchen. There is a fire going.
Okay, yeah, Ellison's just gonna grab a little plate and just like throw some of the meat on it and disappear
Does
back
this-
into the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this house that we're in have like a, for quick reference, like an Avatar vibe to it? When you look at it, things are there's like
Pandora, like the
Pandora. Thank
Yeah,
you.
like the movie,
Like
yeah.
like yeah, does it have like a Pandorian vibe to it? What
Yeah.
is it? What does it look like?
You definitely get like the same kind of primitive vibes as with Avatar. It is very
How uncultured of you to say primitive. Okay, understood.
especially I mean in the
Yes.
sci-fi.
Yeah.
I know I mentioned that there was an ObliviCo apron. Would that be completely out of place, and would that not actually be there?
Oh, I thought that was yours. I thought you brought that from a
No, I picked it off like a little hook
I
on
mean,
the
up the
wall.
hook.
I
Yeah,
think that would be there.
Would that be there?
Yeah,
even,
it's like-
even this far out?
even the so for you as an ObliviCo employee, you get there and you get to his little kitchen and it's like a rather than having like some fancy stove like you would anywhere else, they have like a
It's been scavenged, kind of.
kind of it's like a stone it's got like a fireplace in it, it's like got stone built up around it, but then he pulls out like the ObliviCo pan to put on
Okay.
it. There are like a few ObliviCo things. You don't notice a lot of the more advanced technology.
It's probably
Kalru is
It's a
something-
not-
very old model. Like I've never even seen one
It's
of these
probably
in person
something
as he
that
turns a
traded over the years,
big
right?
Yeah.
ObliviCo walk in his hand.
Kalru,
Not
you
a
also
walk.
will notice Kalru is not wearing a communicator. Mesra is, but Kalru is not.
How weird is that to not have a communicator? Is
I
that
think like nowadays someone not owning a phone.
okay?
It would be bizarre.
Interesting.
It's like how have you gotten through life without a phone?
I mean,
So it's like
kinda
golden compass not having a familiar, like you're grossed out, or like
It's more like a just like
like
confusion. Like how have
Pittsburgh
you
or
got
Pennsylvania. You see the Amish on the side of the road, and you're like,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
look,
Okay, yeah,
there
yeah,
goes
yeah.
a car.
Okay.
Kind of like that.
yeah.
So after leaving the room for a little bit, Ellison's gonna come back in with the meat now still actively on fire, having just thrown it into the fire, and is gonna set it down in front of Nice. I mean, like if you give it a little bit, I'm sure it'll make it nice and crunchy, just the way you like it.
sounds great, and I just eat it on fire.
Oh! I'm just a
And I
little moment
crunch
of like,
through the bones.
oh wow, okay,
She doesn't have any
powerful
flesh.
jaws.
She's got no flesh. It's not gonna burn her.
Well, sorry for still being a little surprised.
Thank you so much. This is wonderful. I'm glad to be part of this.
Yeah, you're so sweet. And then I guess we sit in uncomfortable silence while we all look at Milo.
As you all sit in this uncomfortable silence, you suddenly hear from the other room, "What do you mean you're joining the rebellion?" And there are just raised voices going back and forth as Calderan and Mesra have apparently started fighting about this in the kitchen.
Really? He's gonna shout that in common and not in Hennessy?
Mo is going to just watch. What's his name?
Oh yeah,
Milo.
insight
Mo's
check
just
on
gonna
Milo.
watch Milo.
Can I do an
After
insight check
hearing
on him?
that.
Yeah? Okay.
I guess Mo's gonna do that too.
It's gonna be a 12.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, it's a natural 20.
Oh shit.
So with a natural 20, you're good. So, Milo, would you give us the 12 answer and the natural 20 answer?
As far as what I'm doing, I hear
As
that.
far as, yeah.
Yeah.
Hearing
So-
that, what is your reaction?
Honestly, it's the same for both. I mean, Milo, his ears perk up, and he's interested in seems to be a fiery conversation, but doesn't show any emotion on his face as far as what that might mean.
So it doesn't seem like Milo knows necessarily what the rebellion is.
If he does, it's historical and not personal.
Yeah, I think definitely
That
on
makes a lot of
ObliviCo it
sense.
would be, or on
I mean-
Oblivia, it would be.
They're not oblivious on Oblivia, but they don't. You know, it's honestly, it's their stuff that's current events. You know, hardly any of it really affects their.
There's a lot of accidental navel gazing. Does it sound?
Yeah.
With ObliviCo.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
you, you learn about what's going on there in the system. You know what the planets and moons are and the people within it. You know, you might get like the AP news version of
Right.
whatever's out there, but it's not your world. You know, it's rare that you even leave the moon.
Okay.
So if anything,
Wow.
he's curious.
I've learned a lot about Milo in that interaction. Okay.
I guess so does Allison. Right? Just the lack of any strong emotions. Interesting. So I'm just gonna kind of.
I think Mo, for a moment, after realizing that about Milo, he's like, he realized he has kind of like the begrudging realization that Ellison is right about needing friends, and some other people are right about needing friends. Very begrudging. He realizes that he's probably bullying someone who doesn't understand what Mo's even talking about with Milo, and so he's gonna back off from that. There's a gentle shift, like the bed thing, where he's laying in bed and you just see that he can't relax. Maybe like one thin strand of muscle just gently releases a little bit, realizing that he doesn't have to be as tense. Not everybody knows everything about him.
Ellison doesn't know that her "I told you so" worked, but she feels a little sense of satisfaction anyway.
Something just goes off in her head.
Yeah, she's got a little tingly cat sense that just goes, I feel like somebody just acknowledged that I was right.
Feels nice.
Okay, well then I guess I'm gonna keep eavesdropping, just ears pointed directly at the kitchen to listen into this conversation.
So this fight continues back and forth, and then at some point they just switch to Hadazi. So then, as it's getting more heated, and you get the sense that Calderan in particular is so frustrated that he can't form the words in common anymore, and he just switches back to his native language. And after a few words back and forth of Hadazi, you hear the door slam. It's quiet for a moment, and then Mesra comes into the room, and she is carrying a tray of food. She's like, "Oh, this will be for you guys," and she just, she sits down. PJ, you said you were having some sort of visions or something.
Yes.
You said the moon was talking to you.
This is called changing the conversation. So she's asking you to
Is there a
talk
seat
about something.
next to Mesra?
Oh!
Okay, yeah, so while she asks this question, Allison is just going to kind of scoot herself over to Mesra and just kind of lean towards her a little bit. Just in this sort of like, I am here
Affirmation
kind of gesture.
feeling.
Yeah.
I
Make an
do.
insight check.
I do speak to the moon. And
That's a 7.
She's just sitting there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get nothing.
Yeah.
That's another natural 20.
oh
Okay,
shit!
you're a natural 20. You're so insightful today.
Mo's good at reading people.
Yeah.
So
So,
you can try to.
Mo, you notice that as Ellison sits next to Mesra, Mesra doesn't like lean into it or anything, but she's also not leaning away.
Mhm.
She seems like she is keeping. What's the opposite of having your heart on your sleeve?
Keep your cards close to your chest.
Cards close to your chest. That is a fantastic. Yeah. So she is just doing that, kind of just sitting there, not really letting that happen. And she seems like she's trying really hard to focus on what PJ is saying.
Yeah, so I do talk to the moon, and actually, I left my system to pursue that. So,
Your system. You're from another star system.
yes, I'm not from this one. I actually left my
Quick, look it
creator. Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Still is something.
Yeah, Ellison is keeping her like comforting presence, but she's very much turned her attention entirely to the new mystery.
Yeah.
Milo is chewing very slowly and quietly. Just like really enthralled by this.
Yes, I'm
I just trying to do
actually.
the same, but it's very loud.
Solovathian system is where I'm from. I'm from the planet Kilara.
That is so far away.
Yes, it took me a long time to get here, but when I started receiving the visions from the moon, I couldn't stay in my home system anymore, so I left my creator and everything behind, and I came here. And, it's worked out. So maybe, it'll work out for you too.
She turns to Ellison and she just kind of whispers, "Is this normal for robots to have?"
That's my same question, but you know what? I'm starting to get the sense that this is actually real. Hey, PJ, show the printout. I'm sorry, the picture that you drew.
Do you want me to print a new one, or
No,
should
no,
I
no.
get the old one?
Just get the old one out.
Okay.
This is a robot who cares about semantics.
Have you seen this cylinder?
She takes the paper from you and looks at it. Says, "I don't recognize this. It's shitty writing. Can any of you read
Can
that?"
you read, Shissy?
Can you
No.
read, Shissy?
Nobody around here can. It is. You see, they are very secretive about their language and their culture. They don't really spread across the star system like we do. I do know that there is one in exile that is here on Ladasa.
You don't say. Where is that? Where could they be? Who are they?
With, while Mesra's sitting there, feeling her feelings, Mo's just, he's still munching on that meat, and he's just gonna say, "It's okay. Broken hearts just take time."
And he steals some meat off of her plate.
Oh, by the way, were you gonna eat?
Oh no.
Oh yeah, Ellison is just trying every veggie that is there, by the way, during all of
You
this.
do end up finding most of it is not really what you're looking for, but you do find this one particular bark that is able to get close enough.
Okay.
I mean, it's like if you're looking for a steak and instead you went to McDonald's and you got a burger.
So it's like, okay, close enough. Yeah,
Okay,
close
yeah.
enough.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
There's a lot of
Yeah.
letdown in that sense.
a lot of letdown there.
Ellison's
that,
just gonna
it's
still grab that
You've personally experienced that before?
Yeah, I've been like, I want a burger. When I say I want a burger, I mean like,
Like a
inch
burger,
thick
like a-
burger.
I want a
When I was
burger.
King, I was like, not what I meant, but okay.
Yeah, okay. The
so
sinking feeling as you swallow it? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So Mesra tells you that this Shissy exile can be found at the Shardspire ruins.
Shardspire Ruins.
Oh, that sounds like a place at the fight.
It is.
There's a lot of glass in this game. You know, it's like Black Waterfall or Black Glass Falls, and
Yeah.
I can eat that.
She tells you these are ruins that have existed for probably longer than how does he have? So they are very, very old, ancient, and there are usually a lot of treasure hunters and things like that in that area.
Okay, one more time. The
Shard Spire Ruins.
Shard Spire Ruins.
That's on Ladassa?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I suppose we know who we need to talk to get some answers. Are you gonna come with us, Mizra?
Could.
Would you like to join our party?
You have a lot of conversation probably with the old man, but
I
you
don't
can definitely come.
think I want to talk to him right now.
Well, right, yeah, I know, but later. But yes, you can come now. Don't worry about what I'm saying. Just come now.
Okay, great. Let me just. And she gets up and she starts like hurrying around, and she has this kind of sense of being like disorganized and being like, oh, when I reach for no, actually over. No, wait, no, I do need
So
that.
Tyler.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We're talking about me. Okay. Not me actually thinking in my head. Make her have ADHD. So Tyler.
So Ellison is going to just look at her and say, grab your pack, get some food, get the clothes you like, and your best shoes.
Great. And you do mean best as in like practical, right? Not
Yes.
like not like the.
Are there
You're
other
not-
shoes
you're not
Well,
other
like
than
the ones
practical
that have
shoes?
the
Not
little point on the
ball.
bottom.
No.
that-
What's in the
Yes,
weather there? Is
ew.
it cold? You might want a sweater.
Oh yes, also some gear.
No, it is not cold there. Unless, do you think we're going to be leaving planet?
Not today.
Okay, then I will worry about that later.
So you can come back if you leave.
I think so.
Okay, that's good.
That didn't sound very sure.
I'll be right back. And she just leaves to go pack her bag. She goes upstairs. A moment later, actually, did you guys want to?
Yeah, I wanted to talk
Yeah.
to her.
Go ahead.
Mo, while they're doing whatever they're doing, Mo goes up to PJ and is like, hey, come here for a moment. So,
While
Do
they
you-
do that, Ellison's just going to stand and look up the stairs. all of her attention.
Make a
is-
perception check while
is on
they
Ezra.
do that.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about rocks.
Oh my god, that's
Mo-
another 7.
you sure you don't want to switch dice?
Yeah, seriously, man, can we make that perception check again, but with a different dice?
Sure, you know what? Just for fun.
Okay,
So,
that's a 15.
Okay, we'll get to that in a second.
So I don't usually talk about myself, but you've mentioned a few times, and you can see Mo is really uncomfortable with talking about himself. You've mentioned a few times that you're from the same system as I am.
That's fun.
So how? Yeah, really fun. It's great. How'd you get here?
I sailed the astral sea in my dinghy. It took a long time.
Yep, you said something like 12 centuries or whatever. But
Yeah, I was alone most of it.
right, so your dinghy had to come from somewhere. Where'd your dinghy come from? I mean, like in the solar system.
Oh, I originated from Kalara.
Would I know that?
Yeah, so you would recognize the name of this planet. Hulara is the largest and most populous planet in the system, and it is primarily inhabited by astral elves.
Mm-hmm.
And due to astral elves' extremely long lifespan, they are able to just come back and forth between East Space and the Solidithian system very easily.
Mm-hmm.
You would have been part of the other world, Constella, which was colonized by the Empire a little more recently, and there's not a ton of people there.
Wait, the Empire is that far out?
Only that far out.
Okay, alright.
Like
And
that
of
is
course,
as far as they've gotten.
I'm not hearing any of this fascinating information.
So you came from, who built you? Like astral elves? Because that's where they live.
Well, it was one astral elf. Her name was Alindra.
Lindra. Do you want me to roll for history on that one or no?
Go ahead.
My first 6. History, yeah, just that's an 8.
With an 8, no, you would not recognize that name.
Okay, so what
like, you have a reason for being here? Do you know why you were sent?
Well, the moon started talking to me.
Oh, fuck, not this. Mo just rubs his forehead when she starts talking about the moon, or he, whatever you are.
I accept all pronouns. I am genderless.
Yeah, that's great. Like, how do I speak to this thing? Why were you sent here? And don't tell me about the moon. What, like, somebody had to send you here unless you just chose by your own volition to get in a spaceship and just...
I ran away.
Why? Not because the moon started talking to you. There has to be a better reason than that. That's why?
The moon said she has something important for me to do.
Okay, got it. Okay, understood.
She was the only one who kept me company on my way here.
A lot of... there wouldn't be a moon out there. It'd just be empty space.
I don't know how she does it.
Okay, great. Where's your ship?
The dinghy?
Yeah, that. Where's that?
Oh, it was destroyed a while ago.
Got
Why
it,
do you think I came onto that ship? The Nova Eagle.
Yeah, understood. Moses has a long gaze in his eyes after just reaches over and pauses, then continues and just pats.
I did a good
PJ
job.
For a moment. And yeah, you did great. Yep, made me feel really good about.
My creator had me make star maps. It was really interesting of all the Sylvanian systems and
just keeps talking.
constellations.
Mo's walking away.
You have to hear about this.
I am sure. You just keep going.
You have to hear this.
Yep. Keep talking. That's great. Good job.
I charted my way here using just the stars. It was so interesting.
I love how Mo doesn't know what to do with a character who isn't trying to mislead him in any way.
Right. Yes.
The one honest
What are you
character you can
talking
find.
Right? Yeah.
Well, I think the blunt honesty would put Mo off because he's so used. He works with people like I forget his name, Silax, who's just everybody's trying to shit on everyone else.
You will never know Silax's true intentions.
No, and so
PJs are right on his sleeve.
For somebody to be so honest, Mo is like Mo would never express it to PJ, but Mo feels very comfortable talking to PJ, but also extremely discomforted because he doesn't know what to do with all of the honesty. because it makes him have to reflect on his own dishonesty and his own ineptness at talking about himself.
So what are you two talking about?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, we were talking about rocks actually.
Mo goes and joins this conversation. Rocks? Yeah, that's a good one. Go ahead and, yeah.
How interesting of a conversation is this rock conversation?
It went like amethyst, onyx, opal.
Yeah, and then Milo went on about, there's really only one kind of rock on Oblivio. So
What?
it's lunar rocks, and
What are they
fascinated by the different kinds of rocks. He doesn't really know.
I
He
have a
hasn't
moon
really
rock
looked before.
too.
What kind of rock? Which moon?
I don't know. It's just a moon rock.
Oh, what does it taste like?
No. It's mine. No.
No.
Can I just lick it?
No. No. Do you know you can eat that rock over there though? Okay, that one's free.
All right, what do I hear with my completely first throw 15 that I got?
Completely first time.
Yeah, there was no other roll.
Yeah.
Nope.
So, as you're listening, you can hear. What's her name? Jesus Christ, it's my turn.
Mesra.
As you're listening, you can hear Mesra running around upstairs. You can hear things being like thrown into a suitcase. And then, for a while, it's just quiet. And then, as these conversations are wrapping up and you're still continuing to listen, she comes around the corner and she has her bag thrown over her shoulder, and in her hand she has a piece of paper. And she says, "Oh, are you ready to go? It is time?"
Yeah.
Great. And she comes down the stairs and she just sets the piece of paper down on one of the tables and says, "Let's go then."
Okay. All right. Okay. Everybody ready to go?
Would you like me to hold your bag?
Sure. And she hands it to you. Oh, you can do that?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Trunk of holding at your service.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
We don't have robots here in Starshine Colony, so
Well, I didn't have robots where I came from either.
it's crazy. He
It's-
just like,
Wild.
why does he only have one eye?
Well, PJ, do all of your species only have one eye?
I don't know.
Huh.
I think there's only PJ.
Yeah, I think PJ is a unique robot. I don't think that I can use PJ as a good measure for understanding other robots.
We will find other robots.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And then
We
we'll
found
study
a couple at the library, but they're not with us anymore.
What are those robots like?
It's fine. They're
them.
dead now.
They're
They
dead
were,
now?
Ready to go? Yeah,
it's
we're ready
fine.
to
They
go?
were very boring.
They were shut off
Did you
permanently.
kill the
No,
robots?
had
No.
nothing to do with us.
No.
Absolutely.
Robots can't be killed.
Give me a
Robots can only be
deception
shut
check,
down.
everybody.
That's,
deception.
Deception. That's a 12.
Let's see. Where's my deception on here?
Can I check against them? Because I don't know
Make
anything
an
about their...
insight check. Actually,
Yeah.
both of you.
So,
insight
I mean, I got a
Roll that
6,
then.
so it doesn't matter.
a 6.
On deception?
Yeah.
That's a 5.
That's a 9.
Okay. And PJ?
Oh, I was supposed to also?
Yeah, deception.
I wasn't. I wasn't.
I mean, they
Oh
were
my
just
god.
boring robots.
Oh no.
I actually didn't tell a lie, because I was like, they were just boring robots.
Oh.
There wasn't anything.
I was
So-
the one who said nothing happened to him. They're fine.
4. Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay. So
I would prefer to give someone else advantage.
Ezra is just looking at the two of you, and for some reason, though Mo is the only one who lied, she's like, yeah, that seems right. And for you guys, it was what, a 4 and a
6?
9.
No?
okay.
Okay.
With your 9, you would recognize that these two are at least being a little bit
Coy about something.
not telling the full truth.
Milo stands up, and after talking to a few of the Hedozi here, has improved at least a couple of phrases, and in very good Hedozi.
You can say, "Where's
Thanks.
the bathroom?"
Thanks everybody for a lovely meal, and farewell.
Starshine.
Oh no. You see several Hadizee roll their eyes as you say that, especially the older ones.
It's like an 80s cartoon character, like for girl toys, like Starshine!
Starshine. Vamonos.
Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to do this thing, and then I'm gonna just lean over to Mel and be like, are we bringing him with us? What do we do with him?
Well, you wanted an attractive male to walk with you, and now you have one.
Can I...
Also, you can use him
Hear
for figuring out the nanotech.
Yeah, okay.
I'm assuming you guys are like in a bunch, so yeah.
Okay, but now him.
Milo's like shaking hands to all the people that are in,
He's
in
distracted.
the village.
Kissing Hadizee babies.
Shaking
This guy
hands.
is malleable. He's already been brainwashed into one thing. I don't think that is like actually where anyone should be. And if we can educate him on anything, we can. Or maybe we can trick him because it's easy. I just think he's got a lot of knowledge. We still need to know a bunch about nanobots, and I'm not really sure which way we should go. I feel like at this point we could just actually tell him what's going on and he would totally be on our side.
I think if we tell him nicely that the nanobots were altered.
How do you prove that?
They say altered.
We need programmed,
Yeah, but
which is a word that even I know.
I mean, I can see that they're altered and I can see what they're supposed to do. I don't know how it was done.
Right, but
Somebody from the inside
if
must
we-
have done it, and he would be against that.
so if you look at the tube itself that's holding the nano machines, that's ObliviCo. But the thing on it that's reprogrammed it, that's not ObliviCo. And so if we give that to
I thought it was. I thought it was a
It kind of
is
has
it,
to be.
Is there
Yeah, or
two
at
separate
least-
things, or is it the one?
Well, you're right. It is two separate devices, but it is also like the nanobots are such new technology that is being developed by ObliviCo that somebody
on the inside.
with absolutely no tie to ObliviCo would have a very, very hard time doing that.
Right.
If they even
who made the reprogram?
Someone with a
reprogrammation
inside
system.
knowledge.
Okay.
So we
Well,
need.
not who, but like somebody with ObliviCo knowledge reprogrammed.
Presumably.
I'm imagining that when you do this, that like hold up your finger, that PJ is just over there with like a little antenna. It's just like up out of his head, like me. Yes,
Little
PJ.
flags.
Do you think that ObliviCo might have a secret society, kind of like the Shiz, where they are here for bad?
I mean, anything that gets that big, you're gonna have detractors inside.
So what if he's part of the good ObliviCo people who don't know?
We also don't know that they're distractors. If you know anything about cult culture, there's like the initial cult initiation and then the higher echelon that like does the dirty shit.
Yeah.
So we don't know if this is someone outside of it or somebody like really inside of it.
Right.
Ellison is like listening with
Verification.
fascination to like all of this very important and deep knowledge coming from such a cute little package.
But she talks about cults.
Right? Yeah, Ellison's like half listening, but half like, oh my god, that sweater.
I was like, you really struggle with cute porn, don't you? You just can't get over.
Look, I'm sorry. You can't help it. She's adorable. Okay, so we just kind of explain it to him, right? That's what we'll try.
I think when we learn
Milo,
a few more
As you're
things
walking
about
up to the rest of the group, you hear, so we'll just explain it to him. It's fine.
Oh, explain what?
You know what? We'll tell you in the car.
Yeah, we have to go a few places. We'll explain it like she said in the car, because you were shaking hands and busy. You know.
Hey, do you want to come with us to some cool old ruins? Do you have any cool old ruins on Oblivia?
You know what? I was actually talking to the people back in the village about these ruins, and they sound fascinating. I'd love to join you.
Let's go.
I've never been to a ruin before.
Oh, well, I lived in one. So let's go.
Fascinating.
Not a lot of history where I'm from.
Ask about my backstory.
Oh, would you like me to ask you about your backstory?
Not right now.
Oh, okay. We'll save it for the car ride.
Yay, the car ride, where all will be explained.
Yes. So for the car ride, I have a quick question about magical tinkering. So I can give an object something like a recorded message that can heard up to 10 feet away for up to 6 seconds long, continuously for a little bit. Can that work as noise canceling? So like, because noise canceling headphones like actually emit a sound that counteracts the sound.
Interesting.
Yeah,
That's a
I
really
would say
good
that.
thing about
If you recorded like the exterior noise and did that, then yeah.
Yeah, it's like white
So
noise.
I do that to the window between us and our taxi driver, or ObliviCo Uber driver.
Okay.
ObliviCouber.
What, yeah, what
So
the
that we
hell
have
is
to-
that?
a
blue
lift early.
Super. Yeah.
What
Okay,
is this
cool.
called? Vote in the comments.
Oblivilift or
It was,
Obliviluber?
oh gosh, then we have to let you roll.
I'm a fan of Oblivilift just because like
Oh my god, thank you.
Lift is a better company.
Yeah, but a blooper is funnier.
It is true. It's very hard.
Look, it killed like an hour ago.
It's much more silly sounding. It's true. It's a good name.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna just play some white noise and then.
Yeah. To play, so I magically tinker the window between us and our driver so that they don't hear what we're saying, and it's just noise canceled to them. Hopefully, it just to the back seat, not to like ambient sounds outside the car. So you know we're not in danger of him not hearing cars around. But then we talk about everything we've discussed.
Yeah, and I guess PJ is gonna have to be in the car for this one, and so PJ and Ellison will just be squished up in one seat, and Ellison's just like doing that cat thing where she just makes herself fit into a weird, uncomfortable space.
There's one of those little like holes in the back seat where like it goes to the trunk.
Man, you can stick your head
yeah,
through.
and then PJ's just like looking out. Yeah, perfect.
We also
Okay.
have an extra person, don't we? Have
Oh, we have Mesra.
Oh, yeah. We ordered
we ordered a fan.
we got
XL.
a Bloober XL.
Yeah. Yeah, Mesra is there. You guys will have to continually remind me of that because NPCs in the party are so hard to remember.
Oh my god, she's gonna die.
I hope not.
I have
We're
a
going to our
tree.
best.
I have a tree for
Oh, yeah.
NPCs if you want to use it.
I might could.
Okay, yeah, let's remind ourselves so that way we don't continuously forget that we have this fun Hadizee companion whom I feel a certain kinship with.
I have been here the whole time. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mesra.
That's okay.
Okay, so what are the conversations we're having?
Okay, so we need to explain to Milo about this fun, exciting technology that we discovered that maybe, hopefully, he can explain, which is why we want PJ up here, because...
Hey, Milo. Do you support the genocide of peoples, or do you prefer to save peoples?
Wow.
That is a pretty heavy question to ask out of the blue. No, I'm not a fan of genocide.
So you are on the side of good.
I would like to think I am, yes.
You would have to say something like that because you wouldn't know.
That was a bit leading question.
Are you lying?
Oh, my
Absolutely.
God, this is going.
Where is
Why
this
did
coming
you-
from?
why
I don't
did you
understand.
have her do this?
Oh, that's a good point. Okay, alright. And so, Ellison's just gonna...
Are you trustworthy, Milo?
Ellison's gonna give PJ a little pat on the head and just look at Milo and go,
Just-
how do you feel about
No, just-
genocide?
PJ, not like that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's say, for example, we found something that maybe you know something about, some technology, and it had been programmed to murder everything around. Would you be in favor of that?
Can we start someplace else? Because this is. Do you see his face? Do you think that he understands anything that's happening?
Okay, PJ, show him the
Can I?
thing.
No, don't stop. Listen. You grew up on a comfortable moon, and you learned a lot of stuff. You're probably a smart guy, and you're able to understand what's going on in your company.
I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and make his hair flow lusciously behind him and like make him look and seem more important and bigger and like he knows what he's talking about.
I'm
than
also
he might
imagining
normally.
that right now Milo is like trying to calculate how fast the car is moving and whether or not he can throw himself out of it.
Well, I'm picturing all of us.
Ezra.
I'm picturing us all in this car, and like you're in the middle seat, turned around, and I'm like this. I'm like the seat right behind you. Like this is a very cramped conversation.
PJ is right next to you, staring at you.
But like from the back, so it's just like this head looking up at you. Yeah.
The one eye.
These are all very pointed questions, and I'm starting to feel like you didn't just walk up to me out of nowhere.
I mean, you are a very attractive
there's-
man.
We only like attractive humans, if you can't tell.
There's no such thing as a coincidence. Yeah, we went up to you for a reason. Yes, we wanted to talk to you specifically for a reason. You're in safe company. I mean, listen to how honest this robot is. Puts me off sometimes.
We just need a lot of help, and we don't know who to turn to.
We needed somebody who could help elucidate, explain some of the things that we were tasked to get for someone. And it turned out that even though I wanted to sell it, which maybe I shouldn't say out loud to you, it's a pretty bad thing. And we wanted your opinion on what you thought about it because we can't make sense out of it. Because she's tech illiterate, she barely has a grasp on how humans and social situations work, and we don't want to I'm trying to keep her from pushing a button, and then useless on that crap. You, pretty useful.
It's
So-
about nanobots.
Yeah.
I think you should show me this thing.
Here you go.
Wait, how did
what
you
did you
get it?
Did I give it back to you?
I guess not.
I guess no.
I thought I put it back in the trunk.
No, we never
guess
said
not.
it, so she
Well.
has it.
Yeah, okay.
All right,
It's been tampered with, and now it kills lots of people, but it's originally from ObliviCo.
Milo grabs it.
Some from
He-
ObliviCo
he's
must have done
familiar with the cylinder and the look, and can tell that there's something wrong with it. He pulls out a scanner. It's a Lunatech LT202. Does a quick scan and is obvious, just noticeably upset at kind of at what he's reading on his pad, and says this has been tampered with beyond fixing, and then tries to crush it in his hands. No, no.
Wait,
No.
Did you crush it or you
Oh,
tried
no,
to
fine.
crush it?
After he scans it, he deactivates whatever kind of trigger might be on it.
Uh-huh.
Well, you do that.
But
That's
then
pretty cool.
goes to destroy it right then and there.
Mo,
Don't let him out! Don't let him out!
do you want me to roll a strength or dexterity to
I mean,
grab
we
his wrist?
We want you to destroy it, but carefully.
We have more than one, right?
Give me
No.
We just have one.
dexterity.
He's not destroying it, thinking that it could, come out. You guys might think that.
Don't
I'm not
worry.
telling you that right now, but
Right.
Milo knows that destroying it in his hands right now is not going to do that.
We need to know who made that.
16 for
No, I
dexterity.
mean, this is beyond fixable. Like, this is something that shouldn't exist and needs to be destroyed. I can't believe one of these things ended up where it is right now.
Right, but we need to
Do
know
you think it's
how
rep-
it's made.
I mean, if anyone's going to try to stop me from crushing this,
I-
he's crushing
I'm
it right
doing
now.
Give me a dexterity.
So I have a 16.
Really, dexterity?
Yeah. It's speed right now.
That's a 15.
With a 15, Mo just barely snatches it out of your hands before it's crushed.
Okay, but you deactivated
It's like,
it.
you
right?
need to get rid of that right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
Wait,
That needs to be destroyed.
wait.
Can it be replicated?
wait, no, PJ. We don't want
That's an
more of it.
important
tell who
question
made
to
that?
ask.
Had
Has
least
someone
it's
made
written
another one?
Oh, I see what you mean. PJ, for a second. Okay. Yes, could
PJ
somebody
has
have made
no
another
other
one?
intentions other than what PJ's saying.
Milo says, I've never seen one of these things in real life. There have been rumors of nanotech being modified beyond their original intent to save lives and help people, cure diseases, and modified to the extent where it does the opposite and can hurt people. And it is very dangerous technology. We do not know where it's coming from, at least from what I know.
So there's no signature of clearly so and so.
No, no one signed their name on this crude device. This is something
obvious,
that should not exist.
Oh, this is how so
And
and so does programming.
No.
Well, so the thing that's attached to it, that's not ObliviCo?
Well, I think they were both ObliviCo.
Yeah.
The
I mean, it's
containment
not
and the
necessarily.
nanobots.
So, I guess what you were saying,
Yes.
the technology
Yeah.
that modified it doesn't necessarily need to be ObliviCo, but still with knowledge enough to modify this.
Exactly.
This is not this is new technology. This is not something that someone on some other planet is going to be able to
It's got a virus.
Mod-
So that
understand and
means-
modify and make it do what they wanted to do.
So that means somebody from ObliviCo had to have done this, right?
It's a theory that's been tossed around. These are
Wait, you
very
know
new
about this?
rumors. Again, this is not something I've ever seen before. I didn't think that they actually existed.
Uh-oh. That sounds
He
bad.
knows that this is a thing. This is a thing. Even in the cult, they're telling him this is happening.
You just
This is
even in the cult.
This is not a please stop calling it.
It's a community.
We are a
This
family.
is
It's a way of life.
this is not something that is really known outside of R&D. We're creating this technology.
So what do you know inside of R&D?
I'm trying to tell you.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to say this is technology that is new within maybe the past 10 years. We've been perfecting it. It has not hit the market commercially yet, but it is something that we are theorizing about and trying to improve. And within the past couple of years, there have been rumors of modified technology existing outside our our labs. Again, rumors, speculation, something that I've never seen before in my life. Did not expect to ever see it, let alone here. But this is something that's extremely dangerous and should not be tampered with. And I would feel safer destroying it and making sure that it doesn't end up in anybody else's hands.
Well, I'm on the side of destroying it, but here's the thing. If you said this is new technology, that means there's not that many people who know how to work with this, right?
This is an important question.
The R&D department is not 12 people. It's probably 1,200 people. This is something that a lot of minds have been tinkering with for decades at this point.
But you said they were all on the planet Oblivia, right?
I mean, that's where the labs are. It's not necessarily
So
something.
if there are
Doesn't necessarily mean
any-
that it was made in that on that lab, because something like that would really stand out.
But are there
Well-
R&D people here?
and Ladasa.
I don't know every single person that's left
Who
this moon.
can we talk to have to at least have a roster of where these people have gone? Because you're not just going to let R&D people move around, because these are high value people. You're a high valued person.
I mean, I am part of the department. I don't make those decisions.
Who can we talk to? You must know somebody.
Who's your manager?
Who's a
I'd
manager?
like to speak to your manager.
Be a Karen. Good job. So we need somebody higher up to talk to.
I mean, my initial thought would be at ObliviCo headquarters, but
We've already blown
I just left
What
there. I
about
want to go on an
today?
adventure. I want to see something else. Come on.
Well,
You've seen
we-
something else.
We are definitely still on the adventure, so I mean, because we still want to go to these ruins, but you're gonna help us?
to
Of
stop
course.
the
I
technology.
mean, this is technology that I've poured my entire life into, and I don't want to see it completely sullied.
So let's do these two things. One, let's try to fix it, because that makes you feel better about supporting your business and making your business better, because now these nanotech won't destroy things.
And if we
Then-
find any more, you'll know how to reverse it.
Yep. Then we can sell it and make some money off of it.
Oh.
There is no reversing. There is no selling. We need to destroy this.
Okay,
And-
can I do an insight check on that just to make sure
Sure,
that
go
he's
ahead.
telling us the truth about the fact that he can't reverse it? 17.
He's telling the truth.
I would also like
Okay.
to tell Mo, while maybe Ellison is talking to Milo about it, their entire headquarters is on Oblivia, and that's the main moneymaker, right?
Yeah.
Should we just blow up Oblivia? They won't
So-
have any technology and no more research and development.
Yeah.
We are in a car.
You're in a,
Milo is hearing this and is extremely upset at this
Should I
idea.
blow up the moon Oblivia?
No, you should not. There
Okay,
are
we're not
millions
doing that.
of
We're not
innocent
doing
lives on this planet.
Blowing up a moon, guys! We're not doing
Also,
that.
who blows up a moon? Why would you blow up a moon?
Okay, guys, we
What
need
kind
to
of
figure out
empire
who
would blow
did
up
this.
a moon?
What syndicate of Oblivion? Because it's somebody who knows Oblivion stuff. We need
Right,
to
it has
find
to
a
be.
syndicate within it that is doing this.
It could be a rogue agent for all we know. We have no idea.
Okay.
Should we go
Yeah,
undercover?
Knowledge. They
this
must
guy.
be.
This guy doesn't seem to be lying or anything. I guess.
Should we go undercover?
We should explain who the person was.
Oh.
Nissa or whatever her name was.
Yeah,
The person we
okay.
met. What?
Nivessa.
Nevessa.
So, Navessa said...
Good job.
You're amazing.
So much
I've already.
I have 7 pages of notes from the first session, and Tyler said not to do any more.
Yeah, so Navessa, she wanted us to break into the headquarters of ObliviCo to steal their files. What if we go back to the headquarters that we went to? Remember when we erased Silax's computer?
Yes.
Maybe we should check the Jeremy drive to see what we got on those
I think so.
on their computers.
So we need a mainframe that we can plug a drive into that will be able to counteract a malware that deletes anything that it's plugged into.
What have you all been up to?
Look,
Trying to save the world!
The woman who gave us this is
new
terrifying.
you wanted new events, adventures. You're in one right now. You know all this stuff. We're not letting you walk away.
Welcome
you can
to the
just join
team.
us.
Look, I've been here for one day.
I've been here for half a day.
There's so much that has happened, and so just roll with it.
All of this
Just
happened
roll with
last
it.
night, so we're new too.
It sounds like our.
We learned something ugly.
It's,
They told me something ugly. They're telling you something ugly. We need to do something about the ugly.
all right. Our paths are crossed. You want to prevent ObliviCo from looking bad. We want to prevent more genocide from happening. One and the same.
That's like the second time you've mentioned genocide. Where is this coming from?
Oh,
Because
sorry. Our galaxy is full of it.
Have you ever been?
where?
My planet was enslaved. Oh,
I
not
mean,
my
that was-
original planet.
I mean, that was thousands of years ago.
No.
It still happens.
They're still in slavery happening.
Just because you're in this very
Planet.
controlled environment
My mother's
doesn't mean
from.
that these things are also not happening around you. Because two things can be true at the same time, I've learned.
It's true.
I mean, I'm not for slavery. I'm not for genocide. I'm not for killing people.
We love that.
Where's Mo from?
Constella.
Constella, I don't blanked. So, you've never been to Constella. Have you ever heard about Constella?
Have I ever heard about Constella?
Make a history check with disadvantage.
Oh, I'll make one too.
Sure. Go ahead.
Oop, that's a natural one right there.
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever met an astral elf?
It's a 5.
No.
Oh, well that explains it.
Constella is a planet where so for the players at the table, how UF sidewalks work is wherever students walk, they lay down new sidewalks. They don't the planning team doesn't plan where sidewalks are going to go. They just track where I forget what they're called.
Desire paths.
Desire paths happen, and they put new sidewalks there. So that's what I'm getting ready to explain. So on Constella, we have these things. I guess we would call them, normal people would call them desire paths. Ours are, we call each path a trek of something. So the trek of sadness, the trek of labor, the trek of hardship. Each path is paved, but it's paved in cement, and then the people who carried their dead after the murder by, you won't like knowing this, but parts of ObliviCo, other organizations that were under ObliviCo, they walked through the wet cement carrying all of the hardship and everything, leaving their footpaths there, and they become indelible marks on the surface of our planet. And they all lead to one central mass grave. And if you've ever seen bodies piled high as skyscrapers, you would know what I'm talking about, what I'm saying.
And if you need more to know about, my home planet, Odris, has basically become a toxic waste dump for the Empire. They've done drastic, irreversible damage to the atmosphere, and the Empire uses Calderan labor to mine the planet's rare metals while constructing factories that pump more toxins into its already deadly atmosphere. My mother, when she found she was pregnant with me, escaped Odris and fled to Ladassa. That's where I was born, because that's where she fled, and she has always taught me to be one of the rebels against the Empire. You must please understand, the Empire is not okay, and if these weapons exist, we need to make sure that they do not fall in the Empire's hands.
What makes you think the Empire's a part of all of this? I mean, just kind of being, not airheaded, but
Right.
kind of uninvolved again.
Aloof. Yeah.
Thank you. Not really understanding a lot of what's going on. Like, of course, there's stories and big news stories that there's a.
Well, to be fair,
but
we don't know that the Empire is
I know
part of
nothing
this.
about the outer systems, and as far as I know, the history book lesson of the Empire.
To be fair, we don't know that the Empire is part of this. But you saw what was in that nanotechnology. Would you want that in anyone's hands?
I wouldn't.
We need to stop that.
Yes. Hey Milo, have you seen this cylinder? And it's a bigger cylinder. It's just a picture of one with Shis writing on it that we've identified as Shis writing.
He grabs
anyway.
and takes a look.
Make a history check.
That is a 19.
Oh!
No.
Oh!
Wow.
Damn!
So I recognize the language as Shis,
Yes.
but I could not tell you what this means or what it is and where this came from.
This is disappointing. I'll take that back.
Nat 20 or bust, huh?
Nat 20 or bust. I mean, I'll take an unnatural 20.
Hey, Moon Mommy.
Should have given him guidance.
That would have done it.
That would have done it.
Yeah.
Roll it again.
No.
Cut that out.
No.
Yeah, I mean, believe me, I understand or can sympathize with all of your plights, and this is not something that I would want to shy away from. I want to help people. I want to let people know that ObliviCo is an honest company. It is something that we want to help people, and things like this, modifying technology to hurt people, and these weapons that you speak of that have enslaved or killed species, of people is not something that ObliviCo stands for, and I would want to stop this. And that begins with destroying any kind of technology that can do that. That includes the cylinder that you have in your hands right now.
So you're gonna help us?
As long as we destroy that cylinder right now.
Okay.
Sure.
Let's do it. We all look him up.
I mean, you don't let them commit
He
suicide.
sees just hundreds of thousands of dollars in his hands.
Would you like me to do it for you?
He's like, sometimes we just have to do tough stuff, and he crushes it. He's just, oh,
A
very
tear.
difficult.
Only tear.
A cheer for almost genocide.
You can make him do a strength check for that.
I'm actually not.
Constitution save.
As solid as the cylinder appears to be, I mean, it looks like you could just like slam it down on something and it would still be together, but you just crush it
Crumple.
like a soda can.
Wow. No, I didn't know you were that strong.
Tosses it down. I don't think it was me. I think the thing is, it's a lot lighter than it appears.
Ugh.
It's been decommissioned and now it's done, so I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna toss it over the seat to your name just
Milo.
completely.
Milo.
Milo like the iced tea.
Yes, just toss it to Milo.
He rolls down the window because they don't have automatic windows in the future.
Oh, no. You shouldn't litter on a forested planet.
See, this is why you're back.
That's an ObliviCo way of thinking. You need to stop that right now.
Right, he doesn't do that. No, that would be lawful good. That would be lawful
thing
good.
anywhere anyway. So like, we don't want to leave evidence of this thing anywhere anyway. Someone may.
I mean, at this point, it's just crumpled up metal.
Here, I love crumpled up metal.
It's true.
I'll eat it.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm guessing
Split it.
Nano.
okay.
Split it.
Wait, did Nice just eat it?
We're gonna split it.
Oh my
Yeah, it's deactivated at this point. Like, it's new. It's not harmful. It's not going to turn them into poison robots or.
Yeah, I use.
Cheers.
I use rare flame to make a hot molten.
Perfect.
At night.
Hot molten.
Hot molten nanobots.
Oh my gosh.
Just
As-
like my creator used to make.
As the 5 of you, or now 6 of you, now that Mesra's with you.
Your
Yeah,
Mesra is
Mesra's-
silently terrified.
Mesra is listening and is just
She's in the front seat with the bloober driver.
Welcome to the team.
having listened to this whole conversation. Mesra knows better than to speak, so she is just stayed silent. And the 6 of you stay in the van as you head towards Shardspire Ruins, with the 2 of you drinking your hot molten metal.
Delicious.
And we'll pick up next time at Shardspire Ruins. Nevessa Talon sits in a dark room. Someone walks in, their face obscured by shadow, and they hand over a cylinder, much like the one that was just crushed by our heroes. Nevessa takes the cylinder and smiles. Thank you for that. She opens it up, and a cloud of nanobots come out and swirl around her. This will be just what I needed. We're going. Someone over there clap. Oh my god, there were so many claps. I need one clap. Preston, clap. Okay, that'll work.
I feel like I was the odd man out. I was the only one who didn't clap.
No, I didn't. I went like this, and I was like, oh, nope.
That was
Yeah.
such
Wow.
a great moment.
Wait, what happens if it's multiple claps? Why is that bad?
It doesn't matter.
It's hard to sync up.
Yeah.
If it's like one,
You're looking for the
Keep
spike
on
so you can know where to
one
cut it.
tiny bar, one pixelated bar.
Okay, wait, so we're looking at
And
the
so
that's-
I'm like syncing that to the video. Yeah. Okay,
If
so
Tyler was actually good, he wouldn't.
if you shut the fuck up.